Wow, okay, so this is deviating from the game last time. Before they went into, in game one when they played, they went into full Yagura castles, and then the bishops went here and got traded off. Um, but now Watanabe has played this pawn 6-4, precludes repeating of the position from the first game because that pawn is now occupying where the bishop went. They played something called Waki system last time, but that will not be happening again.
I see. So one thing I remember is that is saying that you want to push pawns where you want the battle or the conflict to occur. Um,
Yeah, so the commentators were saying here and then here are the ideas, basically. And the commentators are saying, I take that with a grain of salt, I don't speak Japanese. um, and Fujii has pushed up his rook pawn now.
oh, cool.
So the idea was here and then it can be here as well. And obviously the bishop aims at this area as well from there.
I see. So we're expecting that bishop is going to move from the 8-8 square.
It will eventually, unless one of the two players launches a rapid attack first. Otherwise, it might stay there. Um, they were showing, for example, a variation where, um, something like this could be to counter this move. Um, but instead, we got this. So normally the Yagura castle would be this guy gets put up, this guy gets here, and the king goes there. And that's the full Yagura castle. And last time they played, it was a full Yagura castle. But usually the bishop coming back is a key step to the Yagura opening.
Oh, very cool. Yeah. Yeah, I understand that is the normal pattern. I'm a bit confused by this latest move by Senta here that they pushed this fourth file pawn up, and that seems to block the bishop temporarily when it does retreat and go back. And um, so yeah,
Yeah, and last time they played, he did not move that pawn. They both went into the castle fully, and then both bishops actually went to those squares.
right.
This pawn was up here and went here. This pawn went back here. That went there, and then Fujii as Sente in this case traded here, and the silver was there. And in a lot of other games, it was silver takes, but Watanabe played this one, and then launched. Wow, there's a lot of arrows. Attacks with these two pawns, and then a bishop drop here, clearing the way and promoting that way, while Fujii had an edge attack uh, like this. Um, and that game ended pretty decisively as a victory for Fujii Sota as Sente. And he has moved to knight, so that makes a lot of sense. We've made this the center of attention, so we're going to go ahead and reinforce. That knight move also makes a lot of sense. We can also, we've got options for our silver to develop as the game progresses. I wish I knew some concrete lines in here, but we are pretty much exhausted by Yagura knowledge. Oh, and we have another move played almost immediately. So nearly the complete Yagura formation completed here.
Yeah, that looks quite familiar from Hidechi's training video. Yeah.
Yes. Um, and it's a useful step. This is going to be the conflict point, and we want our generals protecting these areas. What this move probably doesn't facilitate is a very quick edge attack, though. So we're probably not going to see an edge attack strategy, but more of a center attack from Watanabe. And his king is okay here. Like if the silver was here, this would be Crab Castle. So he doesn't need to go into the full Yagura. He can say, all right, my king's good enough. Now I'm going to be the one to attack.
Right. This is kind of where I was starting to lead with what I was asking is, yeah, no, yes, I did see earlier games in the series. I have not seen very many pro games at this point, so I only have earlier games of the series plus my own experiences to
Yep.
draw upon at this point. And so, yeah, to me, moving that king toward 8/8 looks scary with in this position with so much bearing down. And
Well,
yeah,
as Carolina says, 4/6 on there is kind of aggressive. So this is not the normal. We're both going to build Yagura castles and play a really slow game. This is saying we're gonna maybe choose a rapid attack of some sort here.
I see. Okay.
Yeah, Carolina says I think Sensei should finish castle, um, but I think it might be a little bit psychological, Carolina, just because the last time they played a full identical Yagura formation, Sota Fujii won so decisively in that game. And it was just a stranglehold game where he got a very slight early advantage, just never stepped off the gas. Um, he probably, Watanabe maybe doesn't want to do the same thing in this game.
That makes sense. Yeah, that reminds me a bit of the Karpov Kasparov match where they end up
What has
playing.
happened? I haven't
Yeah,
seen.
yeah. So it makes sense to shuffle your openings a bit and not repeat and not get anywhere close to the previous game.
Okay.
Yeah.
He played there. Where did? Okay, so Sente played here, and Gote responded by moving his silver up. So these two silver moves were the next. And now it is Sente's move again. And now you can really see we're not in Kansas anymore of this. So yeah, I think Gote's king says, I got my 2 gold generals, I'm good, but I'm going to be the one to attack because you're at least 2 moves from initiating any sort of attack. And I'm 2 moves, but it's my move now, or even 1 move, just right away you can push this pawn, and that starts something. Not entirely sure exactly what it would start. Yeah, someone said in the chat maybe we should switch to kanji just for the.
Yes, very good thought. I too was just thinking about that. Let me do that. Yeah, there we go. That's much more appropriate for this. I mean, yeah, it is nice with the international set that they indicate how they move, but yeah, this should be more familiar to many people.
Eventually, you need to learn how to play.
This is true. Yeah.
You're gonna eventually have to have a real game that you play over the board, and everything's gonna be the same color, and you're just gonna be lost.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, you're right.
Okay, so I missed another move somehow here. Yep. Okay, so we've got boom and boom now. So again, 2 silver moves, up and up. Yep. We've determined that these squares are areas of conflict, particularly this guy. And we're going to see a very active game right from the beginning here, I think.
Yeah, we're not in Kansas anymore, as you're saying. Yeah.
Well, we've given up the slow Yagura game, that's for sure.
Right.
Let's see. So I mean, what I'm thinking of initially is, you know, if I'm Watanabe, I can even play this right now. Because of here, um, I can even get some pressure on the rook. There's no super immediate threat. It might even be better to take with the pawn. Go here and free up room for the silver to jump in the attack as well. But we're not there yet. We're just right here. And Watanabe has not played that. He has decided to push the edge pawn.
Yeah, one thing I've
Playing
noticed
this opening quite quickly so far.
Yeah, this is especially for them deviating from slow Yagra. Like, yeah, this is to me this is definitely new territory. I assume to the players they're both.
Bishop here is an idea with that. One is what the guys are saying. I'm trying to follow with the commentary. Oh, they're going fast now.
Yeah, I assume both players are in new territory at this point.
I have no idea. They're playing so quickly. I'm sure that this is within their prep. So
that too. Yeah, like even though this might not be in their game history, or maybe it is, but yeah, they would have prepared this sort of thing.
Yeah, I agree. Silver 5/5, pawn 5/4. He does want pawn 4/5. Pawn takes silver 4/4, silver 4/6. Yeah.
I know chess players will do tons of preparation and not get to use like 90% of it. And I assume in shogi it's kind of similar that they do a ton of preparation and you look at their game history, it's not going to include this exact position, but they've looked at this before.
So I think he's saying you want to play here in response to this move, but that gives time for Sente to launch the attack whenever he wants, so maybe it's too slow.
Wow. Okay.
Again, I don't speak Japanese, so I'm just trying to relay this as best I can from body language here.
Sure.
They are saying that you can exchange any time like this to remove the pawn to your hand. And then almost assuredly they would play this in response. Let me say, and you can also move the bishop as a normal step. And also you can play here as a normal step. And he says, if here, then you have to read this out. If you want to jump in on commentary, Carolina, of course you are more than welcome to.
Yeah, certainly.
I am translating by not even having the sound really on. I'm just showing the variations and sort of what they're talking about. Although they're not showing very many huge variations right now, just because it is so early.
Yes, because the game is actually proceeding kind of rapidly. When we get a minute, could we set the player names on the study?
I can try. I don't know how to do that here.
Yeah, I wish I had more information to offer.
I actually don't know how to set the player names without loading the keyframe.
Oh, I see.
And obviously, I don't have a keyframe for this. So.
Okay, that's fair.
Railbird, as far as I know, no. I think that once you've moved a piece and let go of it on the board, um, then it is. But otherwise, no. Shogi Harbor, we're all in Nyrock's Discord. We can all jump over to your Discord.
Oh yeah, we could do that. Let's see, is there an audio channel in that Discord?
Oh, she's here.
Oh, never mind.
She is muted if she doesn't know.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi. Good to have you with us this morning. Something get played. No. Wait, so does move. Yeah, nothing got played. Okay. Just trying to make sure that I haven't. Every time I jump to a different window, I always miss them playing the move, it seems. So.
They're saying 1/4 pawn exists.
1/4 pawn, yeah. Okay.
The god level, they literally just said.
Yeah, I mean, that does exist. That's a move you want to make if you have infinite time.
So they're saying that instead of 9/4, maybe 1/4 has more value?
Oh, instead of pushing opposing pawns, yeah, okay.
Computer agrees 1/4 pawn is the best move according to computer.
Really? Wow. What does it think about Bishop 4-2?
Bishop 4-2. It just went down. Hold on. Yeah, the top 5 moves are all pawns. Hold
Okay.
on.
Yeah, I was curious where pawn 5-4 ranked and all that.
Pawn 5-4 is just above bishop. So pawn 5-4, 4-5 pawn, 7-5 pawn.
That's a variation it wants. Okay. Interesting.
Let me see for 5.
So generally when you play Yagura, you wanna develop your bishop with tempo. So moves like bishop 4-2 now will be a little bit late. And this opening, it's just my feeling. There might be a variation when you go back bishop 2-2. But it's just a feeling.
Oh, when you would actually want to go here because of the attack over here. That makes a lot of sense, I think. Well, this is first real think of the game. It's not been, 3 minutes.
So they are saying that this is different than usually Yagura because Watanabe's shogi is quite aggressive, and it's like good way to. If you don't like solid Yagura, this is the variation you can choose as an aggressive player. So just keep the king on 6-9 and go for the attack.
Okay, and he's played pawn 1-4. So, confirmed Fujii is a computer.
I mean, I don't know if you heard, but he literally like studied shogi using computers, so his mind is pretty much a computer.
Yeah.
Like he can realize what is the computer value in his head.
I also heard that he did sume a lot in kindergarten.
I think.
I mean, I don't know what age, but yeah, he's the strongest. Wait, why did Abema TV volume went up suddenly?
Yeah, it does that a lot.
I have that problem. I'll mute it, and it'll turn itself back on randomly as I'm browsing other tabs a lot.
Okay, they are getting excited because Watanabe is drinking orange juice, basically.
Aha. Solid choice.
And now they're analyzing what Fujii is drinking.
Looks like tea. Usually has iced coffee, I think, though. I don't see any iced coffee there.
Now they're talking about oranges. Jesus.
Riveting.
Well, what else is there to talk about in like 9 hours, and sometimes there's no movement.
Yeah, so I guess we'd just start to talk about how Fujii had been trained on these computers. That it kind of reminds me of how one of the recent world chess champions, Vishwanathan Anand, had also been trained on computers and had this very tactical style. I wonder if we're going to see a similar surge at top levels of shogi with this aggressive play in the opening.
Yeah, well, there is no doubt that computers are influencing the shogi styles much. Like, I don't know, guys, if you know, but the previous game, like 90 moves, Watanabe researched with the computer, actually.
Oh.
So, yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if Watanabe also deeply checked this line of the game. And also Fujii, as you see playing that 1-4 pawn, is also a possibility that he actually prepared that move beforehand.
Yeah. Oh. We have a juice sighting on Fuji's side.
Yeah, now they're joking that he also got the orange juice that Watanabe liked.
Well, the food game is so far even.
Well,
As I
it
said,
does look like fresh, like super good.
So these title matches are a bit of a advertisement about the places that they are playing as well. So they try and make things look really good. Oh, we got more food stuff.
Remon Krimu Sando Fayachu. So they say it's like baked sweets or fried. I'm not sure.
It's hard to tell with that packaging on, but
Yeah, you can see there is like. Oh, okay, maybe because I'm used to it.
Lemon cream, whatever it is, fuel, fuel, fuel,
Lemon
fuel.
cream sando, yeah. So this is like this little bit piece of something with lemon cream in it, and then you have this fayashu or whatever, I think.
that's
And
a
they
like.
explain that fayash is the fried or like type of
Oh, okay,
sweet.
this one's fried. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Noisette is a like
Oh,
noisette means brown in French, like brown butter. So I think that's like brown butter and milk chocolate with almonds is that one. And we've got another move, and the battle begins.
Oh wow.
Oh,
maybe it is psychological move to order orange juice. In Shogi, we have many stuff that's called like bangai, which is like strategy outside of the board. Like the most famous one is Yonenaga, who started singing in the middle of the game.
Oh my god! More things you can never ever do
Yeah.
in a chess match.
I mean, yeah. I mean, technically,
Uh, Fujii took the pawn with no hesitation
all
whatsoever,
yeah,
right.
because that's definitely the best move.
and then
I mean, I would say that's the
equally,
only move.
yeah,
Yes.
equally no hesitation.
Sure.
Watanabe has taken with the knight.
So it looks like our players are very well prepared.
So, for example, if you would go silver 4-2 here, the silver 5-5 would be a nice counter, right?
Um, Here, where do you mean silver 4-2? Oh, silver 4-2?
Actually, they are commenting the same variation.
Silver 4-2, silver 5-5. This is the variation?
Yeah,
On the
because if
board?
silver takes, bishop takes, forks the rook and the lance, that would be bad for Gote.
Ah, gotcha. Because of this fork.
Yeah, and this time, if you push 5-4 pawn, the silver can go up to 4-4 actually, so...
This is the game. Sota also played silver 4-4 in response to the
Yeah,
knight.
so... As a result, that's the only move, kinda.
Yeah, yeah, that makes sense. Otherwise,
And
getting
now the
silver
knight is under
5-5.
attack, so...
Pawn 4-6 seems like you're giving up a little bit there. Transport. That seems like, I don't know. To me, that doesn't have as much fighting spirit. Whether or not it's good or not, I haven't read anything out there.
Pawn 2-4.
It wants pawn 2-4 now. That seems like a logical step. And
Pawn
trade.
4-6 is not something you would like to play. It would be rather silver, because you want to use the pawn somewhere in the attack instead.
Oh, they did
No, I'm
play.
saying that happened.
Ah, yes, I'm sorry. I always miss some moves whenever I look away for even a brief second. And they're playing so fast occasionally here.
Yeah.
Okay, pawn 4-6 takes. Oh, Abima, don't die yet.
Silver 4-6.
Okay, my stream died just here. Silver 4-6 played.
Yes.
Ah, I have my stream back. Okay. Lina, the prophet.
Ha!
Huh? What?
You said that in some lines the bishop goes back to 2-2.
Oh yeah,
It just did.
yeah. No, I mean I saw such a move in Fuji's game in the past. Probably this is why.
Yeah. No, it seems good.
Computer says that bishop 2-2 is about 200 points difference from any other move.
Yeah.
It's like the best move according to the computer.
Yeah,
It-
so I
It
think
makes a
they
lot of
know.
sense. Like everybody's pieces are all, everything's pointing towards the middle, you know. So
Yeah.
to meet the force with force.
So one cool move that Gotek can do is like to take the knight on 4-5, silver takes pawn drop 4-4.
Mm.
Well, it's Sentei's move here. Let me give him a nothing move. So this is not the move, but say that line one more time.
Okay, they are commentating in the Japanese TV that compared to the previous games, there are edge pawn pushed, and they are wondering what's the difference. So they're saying that in the past, Fuji played 5-4 gold and 4-9 rook, as you know.
Wow,
It was a very famous move in the previous match.
that's a brave move.
Yeah, and they are considering whenever the same variation will happen now.
You'd have to think that that'd be part of Watanabe's prep for the game if you got into such a similar position.
Let me quickly check something. Yeah, so if you compare it to the game 2, it's the exactly same position apart from pawn 9-4 and pawn 1-4.
Okay. Game 2 was the one I didn't see, so I'm at a little bit of a loss.
Yeah, so then there was this cool 5-4 gold move that Fuji played.
Gotcha.
What do you mean demonstration board is not the same? It is the same.
Okay, now I'm paranoid. Where's... No, I'm looking at the stream in the game. The moves are right.
No. He says notation, coordination. Coordinates of the notation, but the only difference is that they use the kanji on the right side.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Yeah, on the demo board on Abima TV, yeah, it's that's 1 through 9 on the in the Japanese characters.
I wish you can change that in 81 Dojo, because sometimes it's like easier when you have the notations in Japanese, and you see at the you look at the board, and it's not in Japanese.
I think the numbers are the same, Rybert.
Yeah.
1 is the top right corner. Be right back.
Okay. So Abima's TV's computer wants to exchange the pawn here.
My computer agrees.
Yeah, so let's see the best line that it's got right now. So this is what the computer wants, apparently. Doot. And then it suggests 3-1 king, followed by, come on, 3-5 pawn. So that's what the computer wants. We are here in live game.
So yeah, in the last game, instead of 3-1 king, as the computer proposes, Fujii played 5-4 gold.
Okay. That was the time.
No. Center is on the... What? Center should be on the bottom.
Where it says computer lines, that screwed me up too. I don't understand why it's showing white to move, but Sente is on the bottom here in this game. Yeah, it's saying 2-4 rook, best move, and then it's got a white piece, which is weird. When it should be a black piece next to it.
Oh, no. The piece is filled up, which means it's black.
Oh, okay.
If it's like the border without anything inside, that's considered white.
Gotcha. That makes more sense to me.
But yeah, the gote on the top is also filled up, so it doesn't make sense, true.
Yeah, because it says 2-2 bishop best, and it looks like.
Yeah, I think this is wrong. Actually. They met. Yeah, 2-4. It looks like gote. You're right, actually.
He's not doing it. He is doing 3-5 pawn, which it also liked. The computer also liked.
Yeah, so he played it beforehand, basically. So
My computer initially liked it, but now it doesn't anymore.
I mean, it's 2% difference, but yeah.
Well, just a second ago it said 0%.
Remember, this is also the ban guy strategy, so you choose the other move than your opponent prepared to, forcing him to think about it.
Yeah, if he's going to lose his title today, he's going to make Fujii earn it. So it takes really the only thing to consider, right? From a human perspective, at least. I don't know what the computers are saying.
Computer agrees so far.
So what are some of the key ideas in this position?
Oh,
it's very complicated.
Yeah.
Oh, Abema changed. Okay. So normally pawn takes. And after which 2-4 rook. 2-3 pawn. Then the question is, where do you move the rook back to? Maybe to 7. Maybe to 6. He doesn't know. But he tries now to 9. He's afraid of 3-7 pawn push. If the pawn promotes, the knight is taken. So this is why he was considering 2-7 rook. And 2-6, you also protecting the same line. 2-9, of course, is also a natural move. So let's say, yeah, I don't know where the looks moves, but let's say, as before, the image would be 5-4 gold, and there center plays 3-3 pawn, destroying the shape of Gote. If the gold moves, the rook can promote, so knight takes. So like the knight that was under attack would be able to escape. My Abema died.
Same.
They looks like they came to the end of the line. They're resetting the position.
Oh, okay.
So good timing.
I'm thinking that maybe Abema is having trouble with all the viewers that's watching right now.
I wonder why.
We're at 462,800 viewers right now.
Oh wow.
You know, usually they have no problem, but now with all the foreign player joining.
Yeah, us 30.
Yeah,
No, the
there's 5 people are
460,000.
making a big change.
460,000, not a problem.
Yep.
The 20 or so foreign shogi players.
Yes, exactly.
Yes.
This is what tips the scale.
It's good to know that even if there are technical challenges, we'll still be here.
They are talking about oranges again.
Yeah, and iced tea.
Hey, the orange juice is high in glucose, which is necessary when thinking hard for a long period of time.
So they're saying at 10 o'clock he ordered oranges, but at 3 in the afternoon he will drink iced tea. And this is the iced tea, basically.
Just in case you forgot what iced tea looks like, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. And it's already prepared for the afternoon, of course.
What?
No.
No, I'm joking. This isn't the actual tea that he will drink because they're not gonna pour it in the morning, so that's kind of weird.
I think it's usually because they have cakes and they have like actual food to show off, and this time
Yeah.
it's just drinks.
Yeah, so they are forced to show like some old iced tea from ages ago. Like, I understand showing the oranges, right? The actual oranges that he was drinking, but they are like predicting the future right now.
Or they're using like iced tea from like the first game or something.
Yeah, possibly. I think so. But the problem is the thing underneath that cup hold. No, how do we say it? It's the
Coaster.
same type of thing he has right now. So I believe somebody went through the painful process of making this in the morning just for the TV crew to make a photo of it.
Probably right.
Yeah, I mean the same happens in cake. They actually order the copy of what player orders and they take photo of it and then somebody else eats it.
No,
Maybe it's the
I
JSA
think
channel.
I've watched in like Meijinsen, I think,
Yeah.
where the same type of cake is given to the like the commentators.
Yeah, that happens. I also once, like when I was studying the game, I'm not sure if you're aware, there is like room next to their room where all the journalists
Yeah.
and all of their pro come. So I was sitting in such a room and they told me, which cake do you prefer? And then I took the Habu Sensei's cake and he won.
Nice.
Solid choice.
Yep.
I wonder if he is calculating the lines after pawn takes, because I don't really see a very compelling move besides pawn
No,
takes.
I mean, he's really reading deeply. He's not only considering taking, but then what to do after. And therefore, I'm gonna drink juice now. That's how pro world works. Pro mind works, yeah.
Oh, for sure. Um,
So yeah,
I mean,
obviously play that move in 1 second or whatever, but he's not gonna do that.
considering that they've played like moves that the computer has suggested, it might be that they read almost as deep as the computer, or they've seen this play out before.
well, I
They
think they're
should
probably. Oh, go ahead.
Yeah, as I mentioned, the same position happened in the game too. So they're kind of trying to remember probably what they read before.
Yeah, minus
Also,
the
I
1-4
comment
and
on
then
something stupid. It says on the top right screen that Watanabe Kisei Tai ni modoru ka. So what they're saying is Watanabe Kisei is going back to draw the series. But the word Thai doesn't only mean Thai, it also means Thailand. So I got confused. Is he going back to Thailand?
Going back to Thailand.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what?
Watanabe, beaten by a 17-year-old, decides that he's too old for shogi, retiring to Thailand.
Yeah.
So Railbird had a question here. He asks, how much money is on the line in the championship match?
Oh, let me check. So the loser will also get some of the money, right?
I hope so.
No, he will. I'm just saying. But okay, where can I find it? They're talking about Fujii's Tsumeshogi right now.
What?
He won a Sugi Shogi competition like 2 years in a row, hasn't he?
4 years, yeah. But they're talking about the ability of creating Tsumeshogi as well.
Ah,
So he's probably spent like a really long time creating. I mean, like with some Shogi, so it makes sense that he's able to create pretty good ones.
Yeah. I cannot find it. How much money? Sometimes it's not publicly knowable. So I'm not sure if you know, you get also paid by the games you played beforehand. So like Fujii, when he gets to the title match, he won many games to get there, right? I mean, the challenger. So he would be paid for each of those matches.
I think I've found it. No, that's okay. The price for Go Kisei is 33 million yen.
Yeah, but Go naturally will have more money probably.
In Japan, doesn't Shogi have more money than the
No.
Go tournaments there?
No, Go has more.
Really?
Go has more
Oh,
money, yeah, traditionally.
even though it's less.
No, Go is also
On
very
Go,
popular. But it is said that Go, as a joke, that Go players have more money, or like the businessmen are more interested in Go than Shogi. And also, like Shogi, the association isn't so much concerned about earning money more than like more to show toward their director towards Shogi promotion as well.
Mm.
But as an effect, therefore, they have less money as well. I cannot find it.
Yeah, I'm not having any luck either. I know in Go, a lot of players from other countries sometimes want to go to Japan and be Go professionals because Japanese players are a little bit easier than China or Korea, and the prize
Yeah.
money is larger. So.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
they
you-
rather allow them to come.
Yeah, there's even a professional Indonesian Go player. He went to Japan to become a professional player there.
Yeah.
So they say on this page that I'm not sure if I trust. It would be 700 yen.
So 7 million.
I have problems with the zero things. I think
$7
it's 7
for
million.
$7. Do it for the love of the game.
So, wait, is it only $65,000? Or am I missing 1 0?
The $650,000 would be like approximately 700 million.
No, 7 million. So yeah, 65,000.
Yeah, so 65,000, I guess.
Yeah.
For the winner, or is that the entire prize pool?
No, that's
good
almost
question.
assuredly just for the winner.
What?
That's almost assuredly just for the winner.
Winner, yeah.
Although, like what Carolina says, like, you get paid for every game you play. So when you
Yeah.
go through the tournament of the Kisei to get to the challenger match, you've made a lot of money on the way.
Yeah.
Oh, also they say this is the old data, so nowadays maybe it might be higher.
Ah,
So yeah, this is basically the case where they do not publish the exact money price, and nobody knows, maybe.
It is interesting, though. You get prizes as you progress through the challenging phases.
well, that's how you earn more money as a professional. Well, Carolina should say it better than me. If you play more games, you make more money. And to play more games, you have to do good in tournaments.
Yeah. And if you feel sad about title holder, remember that title holder will also get some nice jobs as well, and he will be paid more for other kind of jobs because he's title holder.
Aha, very important. They're ordering lunch.
Ah, right.
This
Wait,
This is
so
the
far.
moment
gave
we've
it
been waiting
first?
for.
Fujii?
No, Watanabe already looked at it.
Oh, okay,
They
because
already
that
got his
would be a
word.
very big mistake to give it first to Fuji.
Yeah, not only the younger person, but the non-title holder. That would be.
I mean, the Fuji, if he had title, it wouldn't matter his age, but yeah,
Yeah.
the fact that he's the challenger. Let's randomly look on this person in the background going to toilet. Yes.
Yeah.
How much? Okay. Do we have any other questions? Oh, advertisement. How nice.
On
Let's see
Twitch
how
or on Abema.
Apple Watch.
All right, guys. I will be right back.
All right. Oh my God! Did you see? I guess you cannot see the advertisement outside Japan,
Can't see.
but like literally this Scout Boys group, and they were in the woods, and the guy checked the compass on his Apple Watch, and
Oh
I'm
god.
like, that's the point of being the Scout Boy to not use the technology.
Yeah, they give you
Oh
merit
god.
badges for using a compass and various other things.
Yeah, so like, what the heck? I am overanalyzing. Surely, I am overanalyzing everything I see, but come on.
But also, like, didn't years ago Apple have some issues? I seem to remember their Maps product had a problem on its initial release.
No. Oh god, it still has problems.
So maybe there should be a merit badge for figuring out how to do this with an Apple device.
Hmm.
Okay, so this is getting into slander territory. So let's change topics and let's
Okay.
talk about let's talk about how you think like media has treated shogi like so far with how like more and more like anime, manga, novels, basically Japanese popular media featuring shogi. Like, do you think this is a good idea or not?
It's quite a heavy topic change.
Yeah,
I,
it
I
is.
believe myself that promoting shogi in media is like the best way to promote the game. Simply considering the fact that many of the European players started playing through, I don't know, Naruto, watching Naruto or Sangatsu no Lion, right?
Yeah, I think I know somebody who's like that.
I wonder, yeah. And like it's kind of sad that there are those amazing movies like about Segawa Sensei and stuff, and it's just not translated. And maybe it could be a great boost for the popularity of the game abroad as well. Like,
Yeah.
yeah, Herbert mentions Go as well, and if I think of Go, you just immediately think of Hikaru no Go, right?
Hmm.
I just wish Hikaru no Go was about shogi. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is better, but still there is this barrier, right? Because Japan and outside world, and not everything goes through.
Yeah,
I
but we
guess
also
it,
have gems like
yeah,
81 Diver.
yeah. 81 Diver also not many people know about. But it could be a possibility in the future that not Japanese uh, movie will be made with shogi in it, and that would be interesting.
Yeah, this reminds me of an old American film, Searching for Bobby Fischer,
Uh huh.
where they have a number of positions. This is about children playing chess and one child being raised by various different coaches, and there being a lot of drama with parents around this situation too. But there are some positions, or there's some times in the movie where they show some positions, and even a casual spectator can readily appreciate what's going on. And I'm curious, like, how do we make positions in a shogi movie that most viewers are going to understand?
The problem with the
Oh,
popularization
oh,
itself is that
so pawn takes 3-5 is played.
Oh wow!
oh, I am checking the Abema a little bit. Okay, so yeah, wait, I was saying something. So the chess is really rooted well in our culture, right? So there's high chance that as a kid you would see the know at least the rules, like queen moves like this, knight moves like this, and it's easier to understand. The same for Japanese if they look on shogi or like shogi movie. They learn it as a kid, maybe later they forget, but somehow they still remember it hard. And now if you would like to make a movie about shogi in Europe, that would be the problem over there, right? You would have to make it really understandable, like, oh, there's one move to checkmate type of explanations, and there is
Ah,
still
yeah.
low chance that people will understand what's going on. Unless you use this description of chess pieces, like the knight or the rook.
Oh,
Yeah, but the chess analogies won't transfer well, I think.
I mean, if you do it well, the position where it doesn't matter, like bishop, rook, then. And then you can mix it with the fact. So the rook promoted to dragon, and you can interest the viewer further into the difference between both games. So they are showing the variation where the gold went to 3-4 instead.
Yeah, that's. Mm.
So they show the plan, the perfect plan for Gote.
Yeah, but Sente would probably also have seen that and is
Yeah,
going
of
to
course.
like prepare something.
So they say after taking the 2-4 pawn, 2-3 pawn, rook moving back, 2-5 rook would be too close. And 2-7 rook is recently well, I don't know how to translate, well taught point, more often taught
Well,
about,
well researched.
like recently.
Mm.
In the past, they played like 2-6, 2-8, sometimes 2-9, but 2-7 is appearing more often. And 2-5 would be bad because the 3-4 gold exists and it would speed up Gote. So they're
Computer seems
saying
to think that. Yeah, you first.
uh, that if you go to 2-6, in the future the bishop 3-3 1-5 would like attack the rook, or 3-4 knight drop would be an attack. So maybe 2-6 is also not the best. Yeah, what were you saying?
So the computer is thinking that the best move is rook to 2-9. Yeah,
Oh,
by a pretty big margin.
so they are doing this variation right now. Rook 2-9, gold 3-4, pawn 3-3. And therefore the knight can escape.
Yeah, the computer wants like after rook to 9, pawn 3-6.
Watanabe took the pawn.
But then it took the pawn. Okay.
What? The Abema stream that sent as king is on 4-1? What do you mean sent as king is on 4-1? Sent a king is on 6-9. The Sente pieces in hand are on the right side? Or do you mean that the king has this dot on it? This is what you're saying. Oh, this is what you're saying, Railbird. So I think what you're saying is that there are two types of kings, and one of them has a dot. And the fact that the king has a dot is not equal to the fact it's center. King with dot is actually used by the challenger. No, the center's king is not with the dot. It doesn't matter if you're center or gote. The dot means basically the lower ranked player. It's kind of cultural thing in Japan where you sit in front of your opponent, you show him respect by taking the king with the dot and leaving him the higher ranked king. But apart from that respect aspect, there is no game-like correlation. Sente can have both of the kings, basically, it doesn't matter. Then there are some shogi sets that both have the king with the dot. You can see it in shogi problems as well. For two reasons, yeah, but anyway, it just doesn't matter. Okay, sorry, I completely didn't know what you're talking about, and now I just realized.
Hello.
Hello, Hiro.
Well, the thing is, I think when the board is set up, and then after that, the sensei or gote is determined by furigoma, right? So you can't have the sensei have, for example, the dot or not. So after you set up the board, like after each player has their kings, then you do the furigoma to find sensei and gote, right?
Are we talking about the difference between the kings?
Yeah.
Yeah, the dot or not the dot.
Yeah, there's been a lot of misinformation about that going all the way back to like the 70s.
Yeah, I agree.
Like the Shogi magazine that George Hodges did said that the dot is for black and the no dot is for white.
Yeah, I believe that actually as well until Hidechi said otherwise.
To dot or not to dot.
Just give everyone a dot, I say.
Yeah.
Yeah, the demo board I have up for Toad's stream here actually has the kings reversed of what they should be. It should be gote with the no, it's correct. No, it should be gote with the dot. Yes.
No, it's Watanabe who should have the Osho. Yeah.
Yeah. I always get that personally confused. I think because the dot is more adornment, that would be the more respectful one, but I keep forgetting.
Yep.
Is Toad here?
Yes, I'm here.
Toad, why is your game saying 0-0 on challenge?
Oh, I suppose I have not submitted a result yet.
Oh, okay. So you have to, if you won, you have to put 1 instead of 0.
Okay, I can do that.
Oh yeah, I see. It says Toad 1 0-0.
It says 0-0.
So we have 43 players for the Tournament of Showdown. That's
yeah, that's crazy.
That's quite good.
Yeah, I've been on this stream the whole time. I've not yet looked at submitting my game yet there, so let's see. I can figure
I
this
just
out.
realized that probably one player's not playing right now because it's 42 pair, like 21 pairs.
Yeah, one person got a bye for the first round. Let me see. I can tell you who got the bye.
Yeah, I hope it just gives him the point automatically.
Yes, it does.
Oh,
So
great.
it was Leo Sugata Snow L30, I guess, or whoever it is. I don't know this person. Buys one, score one. So yeah.
Oh, good.
With
Oh,
Toe
I see.
Transport,
He's
Dan,
number 6.
SSHYPKIN, and myself having won our first round game so far, but still lots and lots of games to play in the first round. I see Zug Addict is actually here. Did you convince him to play Toad?
Yeah, I had suggested on the Lee Chess forum that maybe he and Llama Lord might be interested, so I let them know about this event.
Aha. Is Llama
Thank you so
Lord
much.
on here? Or yeah, he is too. Okay. Oh, he plays Radovit in the first round. I know Radovit, that's TV, I think, in Shogi Hall Discord. He's very strong.
I cannot wait to see who is the strongest beginner.
Yeah, with
Where
so
I
many
can make
players, this will be
predictions.
exciting.
If I were to make predictions for early favorites, I would say Radovit TV. He's very good. Rico is not in this tournament, I guess, so that would have been my other choice.
I dropped out for scheduling reasons.
Yeah. Hado Yuki is also quite a good player, I know. So he would be also someone to look out for.
Yeah, I think Hadu is ranked too low.
Hado is very, very ranked too low. You guys say I'm ranked too low, and Hado gives me all I can take when I play him occasionally. So
I lost my last game to Hadu.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I mean,
he's
I
very
think
good.
he's good. He just sometimes makes mistakes, and this is why his rating is lower.
I think
same.
that's all of us, really.
Yeah, but like consistency, right? Or maybe he doesn't play too often. That's another.
Toad, when he plays real well, can definitely be a threat into the whole tournament.
Yeah. But this is what I'm looking forward to, seeing those dangerous
and
players play each other.
it's so many potential, and there's a lot that I have not played in here, so that would be fun. Berserk is quite good for a beginner, although he is still quite new, but he is improving very rapidly, I know, from the 1 or 2 games I've played with him. So he could also be fun to watch. And then myself, I don't know. I give okay chances, but I don't want to say
You
that.
are chance. I think you will do well as well.
I think you'll do well, Shymon.
Yeah, I mean, my goal is just to have a winning record after 9. Beyond that, it's all gravy. And the problem with Swiss is it's very losers will play losers, winners will play winners. So you'll quickly be sort of sorted into your own bracket. So having a really good record gets progressively more and more difficult, because eventually all the people who are favorites will hopefully have winning records. And by like round 3, there'll be only about 10 people with perfect records, and by round 4, that's 5. By round 5, that's 2 or 3.
Yeah, typical tournament. But you will still do well, I believe.
I was looking at the old 81-0 tournaments, and the last one we did, I only won a single game.
The 81-0 is it's starting again very soon in August, I believe.
Oh, interesting.
I was thinking about signing up for that in the low league.
Do you know I have history of taking the title?
No, I don't know much about it. I've seen an old Hidechi video, I think, of the first title match of that.
Yeah.
series.
I think the first one to win was Telmarch, then I won,
Yep.
then Telmarch won again.
Come on,
Yep.
Emma.
And then Cartham won the fourth one.
I think my stream has died. I'm just okay. Now I think it's back. The stream definitely is chugging. Oh my god, there's 622,000 people watching.
Oh
I'm
wow.
not surprised.
God.
When it gets closer to Byoyomi, it'll probably jump up.
I'm sure.
At the end
God.
of the OE match the other day, there were 4 million viewers.
Oh Jesus
What?
Christ! That's amazing.
Oh my god.
Yeah, guys,
Oh.
shogi is really popular in Japan.
Well, shogi when
And-
Fujii is playing is really popular in Japan.
And there was also the really big, like the views started skyrocketing once Kimono Sensei made his mistake. Everyone wanted to see the comeback.
Oh no.
Yeah, so they are like, oh, well, the game is decided, so I don't have to watch. But when, the mistake happened, it's like, what's going on? And I have to comment. And
Okay, so
You
we've
see
got
on
the
Twitter
computer
that suddenly the computer thinks Fujii's winning 90-10, and it's like, what happened?
There was a.
I actually
there was,
saw him make the mistake.
Yeah,
there
me
was a
too.
random quick game that I saw that I can't remember who it was, but it was just 2 players. I think it was a ranking match they were showing for whatever reason.
Transport is asking
Um,
4 million. Are you sure?
Yeah. But I saw it was in the end game, and they both missed the mate, so it went from 95 to 5 to 5 to 95 to 95 to 5 in 3 moves. And it was amazing. This was just like 2 or 3 days ago.
No.
Yes, Transport. It was definitely 4 million at the end of the match the other day.
So, guys, this is not only because shogi, but also because Fujii might be like the youngest title holder. Everybody gets excited. Somehow it happens in shogi often when you see like those, like Habu Sensei when he won the title. Suddenly all the TV got into shogi, like starts to comment on it daily. People get interested. Maybe it comes to the fact that people start feeling young again, kinda.
Mhm.
Like also rooting for the boy and stuff like this. Japan is really good at this rooting part.
And a lot of us were too young to be there when Habu did his thing.
Yeah, just
So-
imagine that Carson is playing against some genius 10 years old. Wouldn't you want to see that match? You of course want to see Carson
this
lose
sounds
to a
like the
boy.
shonen plot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you see, yes, just imagine Carson playing against, I don't know, some young genius. It's the same feeling in Japan.
So I don't know if you can see the demo board. I have a study room up in 81 dojo. And
Yeah, we can see it on the screen.
I've got highlights on my arrows of all the computer recommended moves. Does anyone have
The purple one?
The purple one, yeah. Yeah, the other one's Railbird. Because it's Gotei's move, not Sentei's.
Yes. So they
Gotei would really love to play that move right now, but that's impossible. So those are the 4 moves. It says Fu 3-6 as the top one, but the other ones are all within 1 point. Is there anything that strikes out as what you would be considering in such a position?
I think Carolina would be considering, why am I playing Static Rook?
Yeah, I mean, okay.
That's probably my first
I can
idea.
add one more move for Carolina. There, that's a potential. I don't know if the computer likes it as much, but
That looks perfect. Okay, but seriously, Pound 3-6 looks very straightforward, and I mean the computer's first choice was also Pound 3-6, right?
that is correct.
Yes.
But everything else is within, now 2 percentage points, I guess. So
Yeah, so
very,
with
very
5
similar.
Pound 3-6 is very easy target, which is Pound promotion, silver takes, and the knight is taken for free.
Mhm.
And now the gold move like 3-4 or 5-4 needs a little bit of courage to do. Because the gold is leaving the defensive spot, right?
And not just the pawn promotion sack, it also opens the possibility for Gote's bishop to activate with initiative.
True,
by
true.
3.
Yeah, so after, if pawn 3-6 and then a nothing move, pawn promotion takes, and now we're opened on this line as well.
Yeah, my Abima just died again.
Yeah, the
Mine's
move most
been
surprising
doing
to
it
me,
every so often.
the suggestion most surprising to me was the rook 5-2.
That was a joke.
That was a joke.
Okay.
We were saying Carolina as a central rook player.
Yeah, I would prefer the rook to be there.
This is for her.
Okay.
Yeah, Abema is weird.
That being said, I can definitely see some lines with pawn 5-4 where the rook would eventually end up over on 5-2.
No, it's not gonna happen.
Well,
No.
I definitely don't
Oh my
think
god,
it's going to
Muro,
be.
what are you doing? Why are you flipping the rook upside down?
Oh,
I definitely don't think it's going to be king 3-1 because Fujii's king has already moved more than it's moved in the past few games.
Yeah.
Fuji likes his aggressive games with central kings. Yeah.
You have to also consider
Although-
that.
Although I'm
In the
noticing.
first game of the Kisei, they both played Waki system where they built the full Yagura, though. You know.
I've noticed that in modern double static or Joseki, the kings stay closest to the middle, which I kind of like because it kind of keeps them away from the conflict. That was kind of unthinkable back when I was playing, but I guess computers had better ideas.
Yeah, you mean in like the Yokut Fudori or the Agakari games, sort of?
No, Kakuzawari nowadays too.
Well, even in this
Kakuzawari,
game,
yes, absolutely.
even if you look at this game, the kings are just kind of hanging out where they're at. Back
But he said absolutely, which wouldn't be so obvious like 10 years ago. 10 years ago, you would put the king around 3-1 or 2-2, and slowly the king became closer and closer to the center. No, 3-1 is better. No, 4-2 or 4-1 is better. But actually, you shouldn't move it. And then computers are like, well, maybe we can move it to 4-2 or 5-2 or actually 6-2 and actually wait and do nothing. So this way of thinking is like modern.
So is this why Bogyoku's against the rules? No.
But yeah, I like it a bit more because the king's like further away from the rook, whereas like if you do Yagura, it's right where the rook's looking at you, and that always seemed kind of weird to me. But I trusted what all the pros were saying at the time.
It's still valuable, I think. But wait,
I'm not saying
Watanabe says special hamburger set. Miso nikomi udon for Fuji.
Wait,
Ooh,
so,
Fuji's food sounds really good.
What was the? Could you say the two foods again?
Watanabe ordered like special hamburger set,
Okay.
and he ordered some kind of udon type of meal
We'll have
with
to see the
miso,
pictures.
like boiled in miso. I'm not sure.
Maybe miso broth, maybe.
Yes.
Yeah.
And hamburger is hamburger steak in Japanese, right?
Yep.
Which would be similar to what we would think of a Salisbury steak in the West,
Yeah.
as opposed to a hamburger that we know.
I mean, it's both, but
Yeah, but
Well, there's hamburger and hamburger,
true.
which I
This
really
is
hate that
something
like
I
tiny
never
one.
thought about. So this one is hamburger.
Yeah.
Yeah, hamburger, which is the steak one.
Steak one. Oh, now I understand it.
yep, the chopped steak versus.
Oh, guys, you make my life better right now.
Do you
I
know where?
never-
Do you know where a hamburger was invented?
Like in general, in America?
Germany, I think.
Was it not hamburger?
Well,
Germany?
okay. So the original definition of hamburger, which would have been very, very old, relatively, was a steak tartare served on like a bun. So raw steak chopped, usually with like egg yolk, capers, shallots, maybe chives, something like that, mustard, and put on a bun, eaten basically like a sandwich. But that's not what we think of a hamburger today. What we think of a hamburger today was actually invented for a state fair in the United States, where they had heard about this thing called, a hamburg sandwich or a hamburger, and they wanted to make it more palatable for Americans as opposed to steak tartare. So they grilled the steak tartare into patties, put it on a bun, served it with like the condiments that you would normally have with steak tartare, like pickles and onions and mayonnaise and mustard. And thus the first hamburger that we know it was born.
Oh, God.
For a state fair in Minnesota, I believe, but I'm not 100% sure on that one.
Interesting.
I like how the Abema one has like tangents into like food and stuff, and we have like different tangents, but also about food.
Wow. No, I'm a chef. It's my thing.
Cool.
I just love the fact that we have a real chef to comment on those foods.
Yeah, this is great.
Yeah.
So we can have
Like
the
I
real
said.
food commentary.
Usually Fujii has been on top of his game. However, in the third Kisei game, he didn't order better than Watanabe, and Watanabe won. So lunch is very important, guys.
Yep. I mean, this is why also Shuggy fans, like seriously speaking, Shuggy fans are excited about, because through food you can predict the mental state of the player as well.
Mhm.
Like a
Like the
simple example, well, usually he would order this, but today he ordered that, which means,
yeah, the OE game, they both ordered like beef stew sort of things. So I don't know. Does that show that they're very aggressive? They wanted meat.
Yeah, I fully agree. This is the sort of thing that us viewers can more readily understand. Like, or at least it makes for a fun narrative.
This is quite the interesting lineup of commentators, though. A chef, an actual shogi pro.
yeah, right. Maybe we
Like
should
We
make
just
we have
need
we have all bases covered.
we just need to convince Abima TV to make us the official English broadcast so we
no,
can
no,
make some
no,
money
no,
on
no,
this.
no, no, no. We are not doing that. We are making our own TV.
I'm perfectly willing to get paid by an outside corporation. Thank you very much.
We will call it Ameba.
Oh, God.
Oh, God.
And that will work until we get 1 million viewers, and then
Exactly.
the stream dies.
And
I mean,
then
that's
we'll have the same mascot, but without the nose.
Yeah,
That way it's different.
no, no, no. We same mascot but upside down.
same mascot, but a penguin.
Yes.
Wait, isn't that different then?
Oh, serious commentary coming on right now.
Oh, God, this I didn't expect this pro to be this tall. Oh my gosh, how tall is he?
Oof.
Tonari. Oh, I made the other's pro name. I didn't know. Oh gosh. Okay, so because there are two pros, they will be talking complicated stuff. So depending on the people, when you lost the game, you would like to fight again in the same position or avoid it? While Watanabe tries to like adjust and win the shogi that he lost, right? Yeah, so Watanabe is the type to like fight through it and try to win again in the same position. And on the other side, the side that won will try to change the position a little bit from now on, maybe. So now he moves the rook back. This is the most natural. The lowest possibility to be target. But 3-6 pawn is something that I'm worried about. If the rook would be on to 8, would be even closer, but even to 9. Yeah, they will push it. How will we do after that? 3 pawn. Knight takes, knight takes. And then there's the problem, which piece to retake it with. If you take it with silver, there's 3-5 knight. Therefore, probably gold takes. Gold takes means the silver will die, but there is 5-4 knight counter. And now they're saying that if you take it with 3-2 gold, it would be worth because 4-3 gold would be after under attack after 4-4 pawn. Yeah, they're coming back to the fact that the edge pawns were pushed, so maybe the bishops will be used in some creative ways. So maybe the 4-5 pawn is a little bit scary. What kind of chef it will become there, not knowing. It's very difficult. 5-5 silver also possible, but really severe fight will happen there. Also, this position, they don't know which to retake it with. You can see in the background Fujii played 3-4 gold. In the variation they showed with the 5-5 silver, that would be very severe fight. So 4-5 knight is under attack. And therefore 3-3 pawn is natural to defend it. And now the little bit problem is we move the gold to 3-4, and if you retake it with the gold, it's kind of loses one move, right? Yeah, this is Watanabe versus Fujii. Watanabe is on the bottom. Oh, you can see now on the screen. So they're talking about bishop retakes on the knight. If center doesn't attack, there will be like 4-5 pawn or 5-4 knight. So 4-5 pawn drop will be one way to attack. If you take it with the silver, there is the counter 3-4 silver drop, and therefore the 4-5 pawn will be taken by the gold instead. And in that certain moment, Sente has no pawn in hand. and therefore the attack is much weaker. And therefore, as a result, the 4/5 pawn would be something we call impossible attack. But they are still expecting Sente to attack somehow.
Okay, so the computer is showing a variation that I'm super confused about, but it says that it gives Sente a profit of 300 points, which is in this position, putting pawn in 4-3. Pawn 4-3, and then Gote blocks with pawn 4-2. After that, 5-5 silver. The silver on the left, I mean.
So the good part about 4/3 silver, it's 4/3 pawn. It would be blocking the rook on 4/2, because that's the next move that Gote can do. And also you cannot take it, because if Gote takes, the rook can promote to 2/3.
Oh yeah.
But the problem is the next move, right? The knight might be taken for free. But then 4/2 silver. Yeah, that's an interesting move. The computer on the screen of the Abema TV is saying 5/7 silver from the left.
Oh yeah. My computer also did that, but that was a while ago. So it quickly left that behind.
See. Yeah, so anyway, the main flow of the game should be now Sente continuing to attack because his knight is in trouble. That's no mistake about that.
Yeah. As the lowest rated player here, I think I'm stuck on So Desne duty.
So that's that high.
I
So
think
Desne.
the proposition is super good as well, so. And also you can ask questions, you can give your propositions, just don't be intimidated, seriously.
No, I'm not intimidated. I'm just making the joke that like
Yeah.
with Abema they have two pros with like pretty similar ranks. With here I'm like So Desne.
Yeah, you are like the Kikita.
Yeah, I have kind of a fun position here. So as I'm running the Twitch stream here, I don't want to like have the other stream going because that might jeopardize my ability to cast this. So I'm doing this without like an engine, without being able to see the stream. I'm just looking at this one screen. This is all I got. So yeah, I definitely appreciate when people chime in.
Yeah, the problem is you can't have your Abema on, otherwise you can hear the audio in the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is why I kinda... Yeah, but you're also on Discord. I would be able to listen it on my tablet while having the headphone on. The Abema.
Yeah.
But because usually I stream alone, what I do is I cut the sound in OBS, so I can hear Abema, but I don't stream it.
Yeah.
But the problem is you are probably streaming the Discord sound, so.
Yeah.
Right.
So yeah, the only way is to use another device to listen it yourself.
Yeah.
Or just no, but also you're probably you could see the screen without the sound.
That's true. It's just I'm concerned like if I download and upload at the same time, something might happen.
That's also a thing.
Well,
so
I don't know about your internet connection, but I'm doing fine here. I'm also streaming the computer analysis on my Twitch, and I'm also watching Abema and on Discord. It's fine right now, but I don't know about your internet.
Yeah, mine comes and goes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Usually with stuff like this, I listen to the computer audio with headphones, like the mainstream stuff with headphones, and like inside my headphones, I have a pair of earphones plugged into my phone to watch Abema or anything else.
Ooh. Yes, we are live.
Pawn on 3/3. Interesting.
Yeah, no, that was to be expected because Senda has to do something about the knight.
Yeah.
So they will exchange it. But the computer proposed other moves, so now we can see probably the score will.
Yeah. So
Well, at least.
that was the second move. That was the number 2 move that the computer proposed in my place.
Yes, it's good, right? It's not bad.
Yeah.
No. So we are actually watching the Abema TV, a Japanese TV, while commenting.
There's only one obvious move, right?
Yeah, knight takes, and then I see your computer is saying silver takes, right? I think we mentioned before that if gold takes,
No, it's changing. My computer is still thinking. It's only 20 moves in, so yeah, it's not that deep yet.
It's funny, in recent years, there's been a new chess engine, Leela Zero. Um,
Yeah,
well,
it's based on the Alpha Zero engine.
exactly, and people were very excited about seeing evaluations done a new way with a new engine because you get all sorts of new positions you've never seen before. And you just get this appreciation for how difficult it is to interpret what a computer's telling you.
yeah.
Yeah. If you see games that computers play, it's super esoteric. Like you don't half the time you don't even know what's going on. Like, oh, why did he move the king to like 5/8 or something? And it's like super confusing.
Yeah, it's fantastic to watch.
Yeah.
I remember watching Watanabe play against what computer was it? Was it Bonanza?
Yeah, thanks.
I think he was the last pro to beat a computer before they took over.
Oh, there was somebody else afterwards.
Was there somebody else?
There was this special rule when the pros could train half a year against a computer and then
I see.
fight in the tournament. And one pro found a variation where computer was 100% going to and lose, and the other pro I think beat it square and fair. And then after that, nobody won.
I see.
Oh, yeah. Well, with the advent of deep learning, it's the gap just is insane now. Like with the deep learning engines, like people just can't hope for victory anymore at this point.
Yeah, I think it
Just
could
so
be
thorough.
interesting to see, like, what they call in chess, they call it a cyborg thing, where you have a human who's assisted by a computer. I think it could be interesting to watch such a cyborg defeat top computers at shogi.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, I knew as soon as they took over Go, it was all over for humans.
Oh, there was one more game. I think it was who was it? I see the face. I don't know the name, but there was this game where the pro had like very long thinking time, and it was like a Agora game, and it didn't actually end. But the pro said, "Well, this side is winning," and and they stopped the match. Who was it?
I wish I could
Mo-
just tell my opponents that I'm winning and end.
Morishita, I think it was playing. But after that, like computers nowadays are just assumed to be better and used as a learning tools instead of rivals.
Yeah. Uh-huh. What's insane is that like when AlphaGo, like the original one, came to be, they sampled like human games for the training, and it did like really good. And then after that came Alpha Zero, which wasn't given any games to reference on, but it was given the rules of the game. So it only knows the rules, it knows what moves to make and what moves are illegal, but that's it. And it got better. Now the latest iteration, Muzero, wasn't even given the rules, so it just made moves, and then like it gets told, "Oh, the move you just made was illegal," and yeah,
Yeah, I
apparently
heard
it's
about
even
that.
better than Alpha Zero.
What
Yeah, I read the
Condro?
paper. It's like super confusing. So like the Moon Zero engine like develops like a dynamic idea of the game. Like usually with players like we have certain ideas like oh the king should not be near rook, right? Now with Moon Zero it kind of gets that. So when like the king gets near the rook, for example, the engine thinks that the king cannot move there.
Yeah, I just look forward to the first time it delivers checkmate with the pawn and then learns the
Yeah,
rule.
that's what I'm asking about. Yeah, how it will know that pawn drop is okay or not.
Yeah, it just when it did that and then like the game said no, that's not possible, and then the computer learns from that experience
So you see,
because
you
they
said
have the
the
benefit of playing a lot of games.
computer didn't know about the rules, but actually it knows the rules. It's told the rules after it achieves certain position, right?
Yeah, after it messes up, it's told that oh you did a nope.
So basically, you have like a teacher who's teaching the baby computer how to play. No, 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 this is not the rule. You cannot do that.
Yeah,
How I imagine it.
basically it just gets told. For example, it wants to move a silver sideways. Yeah, no, that's illegal. You lose. Try again.
The knight,
Yep, so they played
and the knight.
knight takes promotes.
So with the promotion, right? Okay.
Now the big point is which piece will we take. So if gold takes, it's gonna be a one move loss for Gote. If bishop takes, it might be dangerous. So probably silver takes, and Gote will become much more lower in the position, much more defensive in a way. So it is also quite scary because he won't have the control over centers files. So there will be a lunch break in half an hour.
Are we shown the pictures of the food?
Yeah,
Yeah, they usually show pictures.
I suppose this is what the Discord is for.
So silver took it.
Do you think Magnus plus Stockfish 8 is better than Stockfish 11? I have no idea about
I suppose it depends on the hardware, but no, I would think most. I don't know. It's been years since top level chess players have competed against top programs. So, yeah, it really depends on the parameters of that match. Like if you're doing a correspondence game, maybe, I'm not sure. Where you give the player like days of time to think about every move. Maybe he can outplay a newer engine. I don't know.
So Abema's TV really wants 2-6 knight here, it seems.
2-6.
Yeah, the computer really wants to continue attacking, right?
Yeah, it says everything else is at least a 3 or 4% loss.
So after that, the gold will have to run, and the natural one would be 4-4. Maybe then silver 5-5 will be like continuation, or rook 4-9. You know, I think
Or pawn 3-4.
3-4, yeah. But the problem is you will be out of pawns, so that's one concern I would have
Yeah.
with that.
So I wonder about these percentages if maybe the engine has a bias where it just likes to play moves that threaten to immediately win a piece. I wonder if there's that sort of bias in this percentage, and maybe
So
it should
one
be
funny bias that computer have for unknown reason is that Ibisha is better than Furibisha immediately.
Well, yeah, that's because it is. But no, I'm just kidding.
There is actually one computer program that likes Furibisha more. But yeah, it depends on the program, I guess. We don't know which program they are using. 3-8 silver would be crazy move.
I guess if you're not going to move the king much, like computers do nowadays, it makes more sense to do static rook, because then you can start attacking faster.
Yeah. So maybe this is in a way why computer would play that, because it likes those forced moves, right?
Mm-hmm.
But again, if you saw Alpha Zero playing, it also chose those strategies, so it makes you think, right? No, I mean,
Well,
there are many types of shogi, so you cannot say this is good, this is bad. But yeah, computer will surely choose the aggressive variation. It's expected,
So-
right?
right.
It's the
Speaking of computers, the line it's suggesting right now is knight 2-6, gold 4-4, silver 5-5 from the left.
Silver takes.
Yep, and then silver takes. And then that's where it stops on the screen.
Yeah, so moves like 5 silver, it's like a very springy type of moves. It suddenly gives you this, like all the pieces are not moving right now, but if you move this silver, suddenly it's like everything speeds up, right?
Yes.
So 5-5 silver would be like this exciting move when the game, the fighting starts.
See,
So
this
by
is
the
the
way,
line.
if silver takes, gold takes, bishop takes, after that move, pawn like 3-4, 3-4 pawn drop would
so
be much more
gold takes,
dangerous, right?
bishop takes.
So possibly this is something that Gote cannot allow, right? It's way too good for Sensu.
Silver drops, and then you're saying this 3-4 pawn drop is
Yeah,
way too
it's
good.
somewhere. Yeah.
Yeah, that looks really good.
I
They are
wonder if the
showing
computer just wants to make
variation.
this exciting for the spectators.
The
Exciting.
game, the variation
Oh, okay.
they are showing on Abema is, yeah.
One thing I was thinking was knight here.
Yeah.
You take, and now we've almost got now we've almost got Yagura. Finally, good setup.
Yep.
I don't know if that's quite good, but
Now you can see the difference from normal Yagura. Watanabe would have silver on 5-5. the Yagura wouldn't have the roof on the 4-4, so it
Mhm.
would be much easier for someone to put pressure on that shape. So even though you have this perfect castle, it might be not appropriate in that situation. Computers hate closing the bishop diagonal.
Well,
That's true.
I can think of even here. Then isn't this just very good?
Yeah, like rook to 4-9 is starting to be concerning.
Yep. Rook to 4-9. That might you might even have time because what is Gote gonna do?
Yeah, exactly.
So we've got everybody coming in at this point. So
Uh, uh,
probably not that variation will be played.
your chat is asking, are these shogi engines based on deep learning like AlphaGo?
Some of them are,
Alpha
but not all of them.
Zero, Alpha Zero and Mu Zero can play all three games, like chess, shogi, and Go. And it suddenly went quiet.
Well, it's a commercial, so
There is a commercial break. I can see some stupid commercials right now.
it can play more games than just those three. The AlphaGo and AlphaZero. They also did Chinese chess as well, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah,
As well as
but
a
I
couple
think
other
that
games.
I think the paper was mainly like talking about those three games.
That's true, but they I know they've done the machine learning. It works very well for
Yeah.
games like that in general. You know.
Mhm. Especially Mu Zero because you don't need to tell it any rules.
Yeah.
I still cannot agree with the sentence. You are not telling it any rules. You are telling the rules, but instead of input, you tell it as an output result.
Yeah, that's a
Exactly.
good way to put it.
Yeah. No, basically like you have like computer shogi, you have like a computer game of shogi. When you try to input like moves that you can't have, it it doesn't allow you, right? I think that's the same concept.
Yeah, I wonder what changes if you say it before or afterwards? What would actually change in the computer thinking?
I guess the main thing is that it wouldn't have any biases towards how to play.
I'm not
It
sure
just
what
comes up
bias
with
we're trying to avoid, though.
I I
Yeah.
don't know. I don't know. I'm not an expert on this field, but maybe it's just a programmer showing off.
I think it would like for example like a king or like a rook or like a dragon when it's promoted it has like more spaces to move, right? Without telling you the rules, uh it kind of avoids the bias of like giving too much value to pieces with like lots of moves. Like between like gold and silver, sometimes it's like the value is not very clear. Uh, but like the engine can like think, oh, right now like silver is worth more than gold, instead of just looking at the numerical value of the moves.
Yeah, I think you would have to do some experimentation to figure out what the biases are, if there are any.
Yeah. Yeah, I like to like find it out, imagining in my head some positions, but I cannot find the difference. Like because I would say it's even more time consuming because you have computer that goes into a position and then you tell it's wrong. While if you give the rules before, the computer won't read into that position because it already knows it's wrong. So
Yeah,
paradoxically,
true,
it takes longer
true.
to.
Yeah, to train, right?
I have to leave for about an hour, but I will be back when I get back to work.
All right.
Okay.
Have a good one.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah, nobody forced AlphaZero to play Furibisha. I wish they do that. Yeah, I'm also reading that hyperlink in your sentence. Just love Sabaki. Not always, not always.
I think computers have a tendency to play Ibisha because they have more reading power. So they don't really care about like going to castle and stuff like that because when the enemy attacks, they can just build like an impromptu counter to that. So they're not really thinking of like board position. They're just thinking of, oh, there's a threat here. I'm gonna cover it
Yeah,
while
I
like
like
keeping
what
the
they do
king
with
safe.
that top chess engine competition that's done annually. They force all the engines to play a preset set of positions. So this requires that you make engines that are good at handling all kinds of positions, not just some select few of them.
That's
Uh,
good.
I,
Yeah, what I think happened with Alpha Zero is that it realizes the rook is strong, the bishop is strong. So what do? I activate the rook. So naturally go into the Ibisha. But
Yeah,
maybe
it's
in the future they will realize, oh, I can actually move my rook. And then
maybe.
maybe as a result, Furibisha will be also playable.
I think the computer just sees that it's like, well, the rook's good where it is. I don't have to waste a move putting it
Yeah,
somewhere else.
exactly. I think this is what happened.
I think I saw in like an Alpha Zero game where the rook just goes out into like five, and then like just basically goes into the bishop spot. Just like goes out to the left and then down. And I'm
Oh,
like, but why?
it's like Yoko Fudori game.
Huh?
Some Yoko Fudori game.
Oh, I don't know. It's an Alpha Zero game, like Alpha Zero versus Alpha Zero, and I'm like super confused just looking at it. That's like the point where I realized that computer games will never be understandable, like truly
Yeah.
understandable to humans. The rook just straight up went to 2-5 and then 8-5 and then into like 8-8, and it's all open. Of course, it's like a big battle. I'm like, but why?
Because the opposing rook is superior.
They
She said
haven't
funny.
moved, right?
Hmm?
They haven't moved, right?
She said funny thing. Well, I would like to drop the 4-6 knight, but the silver is there, so I guess this is why there is 2-6 knight. Indeed, like 4-6 knight would be super powerful. They are talking about some variation, but they're not showing the board. I have no idea what they're talking about.
Yeah. Right now,
So
my
food.
computer's like, yeah. Sorry.
No, continue.
Right now, my computer is like switching between 2-6 knight or 5-5 silver. Just like those two are like the primary ones.
I can see it on your screen. Yeah.
Yeah, but now it's stuck on either 5-5 silver or 4-5 pawn. And now it just switched to 2-6 knight again.
Your computer is very undecisive.
It's like, what did I choose?
Mood swing.
it
No,
must
I
have
should
heard you
like
talking.
cookie. What?
I'm just saying that computer must have heard what he said.
Oh yeah. This sometimes happens, you know. When you tell computer to think, he will think, and then wait. What about this move? and then you play the move, and even if you go back to the variation, it's gonna start consider your move to be better. Computers are weird.
So the one before, like 5-5 silver, it only thought like 22 notes deep. After it thought 24 notes deep, it thought that 2-6 knight was better.
Yes, so Jean in the chat is asking, since I am a total beginner to make a decision, does the AI scan every single possible outcome and then say which one is better? So it depends on the algorithm. Some computers will just, well,
Force
at some
everything.
point you'll have to like judge the position, right? And then you have different ways to judge the position. If you have computer that reads very deep, I don't know how AlphaZero works. Does it really read until the very end?
It has something called a Monte Carlo search tree, which is too complicated for me to explain only by voice, I think.
Basically, it's not
So
as simple as scanning,
yeah,
right? Every possible outcome.
so it scans and then it basically cuts off branches that is definitely going to be bad. So it always it assumes that the opponent will choose the best move in that place.
Right. So it just says, "Oh, I lost the rook here, so this branch is not good. Let's check the other one." Stuff like that, right?
Yeah,
Kinda,
I
yeah.
think it works in a way similar to alpha beta search trees, where yeah,
Yeah.
it'll keep track of the best moves for both players, and then as it reaches a leaf node somewhere in its search tree, it'll do a random playout or a number of randomized playouts to simulate which player does it think is better, and it'll assign a valuation on the leaf node of the tree and then rebalance the tree. That's my understanding of it.
That's quite complex.
Yeah, I'll have to see if I
But
can link
basically,
some
everything
resources
is
about
based
it.
on calculation with a little bit of randomization, right? I mean, there is no like
Basically,
nice
yeah.
value.
So from my understanding, like on like normal alpha beta pruning, the computer just searches left to right and then like sees all of it. Uh, while Monte Carlo like goes down the most promising route first, and then like prunes the rest.
But
Computers
yeah, I
are
have
complicated.
once written an AI that did attempt to play out every single possibility. It did not give me a
Oh
move
yeah,
back.
yeah, yeah. It's
But you
gonna be
can,
super slow.
yeah,
Yeah, the combinations in chess are so big. In Shug, it's even more, right?
Yep.
yes.
It's
Like
difficult to say exactly how many combinations, just because you can have repeat board positions so often, but
yeah,
it's well beyond the ability to have, like, if you were to try and map out the game of shogi to every single possible move that could be made, there's not enough physical space in our galaxy to store it all the information that it would be. Even if
yeah,
you every single grain of sand had a position written on it, you're not even close. So there's a
yeah.
lot.
Yeah, those numbers just breaks my mind. I mean,
No, it's beyond any computer possibility that could physically exist. It's not just
yeah.
computers aren't good enough. There's not enough
What if you have
space.
Yeah.
stronger computer?
No, you run into
No,
physical
no,
limitations,
no.
not.
Yeah, there's like physically less atoms in the universe than the combinations of shogi.
Yeah.
Yes, by far. Yeah. But
So
yeah,
anyway,
when with computer shogi, or with computer chess, it's said that like there's maybe 30 to 40 moves in a position to be considered per half move, or that's how they call it in chess. In each position, you'll have like 30 or 40 moves to consider. So when you're creating this search tree, on average, you'll get a branching factor of 6, meaning that each time you go another move deeper into the tree, your tree size multiplies by 6. With shogi, I imagine the branching factor is far more than 6. That like there are
Just
many.
with the dropping rule,
Yeah.
piece drop rule just makes it ultra complicated.
Yeah.
The branch is
Yeah.
just, oh god.
Many
So
more.
I
positions you have
imagine
to
like
consider.
for computer shogi, they must have a enormous transposition table of all these positions the engine has looked at already. But the search can't be very linear in the same way that chess can.
Yeah.
My Bema is not restarting.
It's
It just
working.
gave up on me.
Yeah, nothing's happened yet. It seems like maybe Watanabe wants
Oh,
to
it's on. Okay.
either play his move right before lunch or like wait until the break before he sees Fujii's reply maybe.
They're talking about unrelated stuff.
If I'm not mistaken, like people are still arguing about like whether or not chess can be solved.
Not. I think most people realize that it can't be strongly solved.
So
Yeah.
mathematically speaking, like
space.
every chess position is either won, lost, or drawn. It falls in the category that NIM games are in. That every position has an evaluation. So mathematically, yes, there could be a solution for it. But whether we can actually
Yeah,
do that is
but is it viable to get that solution?
no.
Or physically possible.
Yeah.
Not just viable, but within the realms of physical possibility.
Yeah.
Theoretically, yes, of course it can. Same
Yeah.
with shogi.
It seems extremely unlikely.
Yeah. Like I think shogi is even less likely to be solved than chess.
Oh,
Just
sure.
because of how many things there are to consider.
Well, you have more
Also,
pieces.
I'm very happy to hear that.
What?
I'm very happy to hear that shogi is not easily endable as a game.
Really, none of the
Yeah.
games that are played are very quote unquote endable. And even things that have been weakly solved, like backgammon or checkers, they're
Checkers will
still
solve,
played.
right?
Yeah, checkers has been solved. Although only certain types of checkers. I don't think draughts, the more complicated one, has been strongly solved, but it's been weakly solved. Which means we basically have a computer that we think, to the best of our knowledge, will never lose, even against theoretical perfect play, but we don't have the mathematical proof that it is such a thing. But like the checkers we played as kids, which is a little less complicated than certain variations of checkers, has been strongly solved. Meaning they've literally mapped out every single possibility and they know what will happen.
Also, other like children's games such as like tic-tac-toe and Connect Four are also completely solved.
Yeah. I mean, every child has strongly solved tic-tac-toe probably at one point in their lives. So that's not hard to go brute force it yourself.
Tic-tac-toe.
But yeah, it is wonderful that shogi is more complex than chess and solves a number of the problems that we face in chess, like Grandmaster Kaufman wrote about, where we don't, with this opening memorization doesn't trump everything, and the end games in shogi are exciting, and there's this not much of this draw death problem that there is in the chess world. So this is all very exciting to see in shogi. Just there are so many possibilities.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's like kind of one type of fear that surely there's so many possibilities, but maybe Like there's only one opening that it's gonna work, and all the other doesn't make sense.
Yeah, there's always the fear that like a computer will stumble along a line that's like for Sente, probably that's just very, very forcing, and we'll get a winning position no matter what Gote
That's
does
something
against it.
I wouldn't like to see, right?
If it hasn't found it yet, it's very unlikely to. But
Yeah,
it's always
it'll
a
get
possibility.
very boring pretty quickly because
Yeah,
like
but I mean,
every single game is gonna be like that.
the same thing is with Ibisha again. It's like tends to play Ibisha, so
Yeah,
So
and no one
computers
likes
are
Shogun
not
Fudori.
in a culture. Okay.
8 more minutes.
Yeah, it really looks like Watanabe is probably gonna wait until the very last moment to either play a move, or I'm not sure if he has to play a move before they go to lunch
No,
break or not.
he can keep the thinking time. I mean, he will use the 8 minutes, and then he will have this 1 hour break to think about it, right?
Yeah, he might be stalling till then
Yeah,
to
that
wait.
happens pretty often. I do it myself.
Hmm.
Here comes the Sodesne.
Well, she was talking about that the male games usually take like long time. So what you need is this physical strength, I guess, endurance. So you would see
Oh,
professionals going to gym and stuff like this in order to keep that endurance.
Sodesne.
そうですね。
Destiny, oh my god.
Yeah, the
Ibisha
Japanese.
too easy big players play for Ibisha. Oh my god.
So I do wonder, like, some games will extend more than one day. I wonder if there's ever been a case for during a lunch break if they could ever seal a move. I don't think I've ever seen or heard of that, but I wonder if that could become a thing.
Sila move on the lunch break?
Yeah. So, well, I guess that
No,
wouldn't make sense, would it? But I don't know.
no, it only is for the night.
Hmm.
Unless, yeah, you would be like afraid they would cheat or something. But usually they eat in this.
So
Actually,
basically
yeah,
for
no. Like in the secure rooms that have been checked before for the electronic devices. So it is expected that
Because there
it's
seems to
not
be
gonna.
some small advantage to using the lunch break to think about and fully
Um,
decide about your move and then come back.
but that's part of the strategy. With the night break, it's different, right? Because it's
Yes.
longer.
Yeah.
The lunch break is like, I don't know, in case of title match, probably 1 hour. In case of normal game, 40 minutes. So, like, there's not much you can do while eating. Plus, honestly, the male matches are really long. They have a lot of time, so not like it matters. For female matches, maybe it matters more.
Okay, that's a good point. Yes. Yeah.
But yeah, surely this is also part of strategy to get that thinking time for yourself. On the same time, your opponent has time to think as well, right?
Yes, although they don't know what move you're going to play.
Yeah.
But you could do the really baller move is just wait until they like just start to speak to say, "Oh, it's time for lunch," and then immediately play the move you were going to play.
Oh yeah, like in
So
Hikaru
your
no Go.
opponent, yeah.
No, but I mean that wouldn't be good because in Hikaru no Go it was Fujii, the ceiling move.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
after he played, he had to play again. But lunch break, yeah, you don't have to. So
But
you see this
with the idea
sensei
that
game, yeah.
you would have to disrupt their their break time, so they would be worried about the move you just played,
Yeah, true.
as opposed to relaxing and enjoying their lunch.
But in this case, I'm pretty sure they already know what kind of moves they're going to play. So
I mean,
this way you would actually erase the effect of surprise by playing it immediately.
yeah, I mean, everybody's got to be thinking about, for many moves now, be thinking about all the variations around 5/5. So, uh,
So
all
you
the
see this
lives are
sensei
very
sitting behind. He has this special role of announcing stuff as well as making sure the players are comfortable. And basically, the fact that he is here, it means that soon the lunch break will happen.
Yeah, I'd be surprised if we see another move before the lunch break.
Yeah, you can see they're both relaxed already, so I don't think so.
Yeah, they're just waiting for him to.
Yeah, and I also keep
call it
forgetting
time.
that, like, in a chess game, you're playing with a clock where you don't get Byoyomi. Sometimes you'll get a delay on the clock, but very frequently in a chess, even at a very high levels, players will get in severe time pressure, and the ending of chess games can often be kind of random. Um, Whereas here, at least with Byoyomi, you get time to think about every one of your moves, even if there is still this concept of time pressure.
Oh, I guess you didn't see what happened on Tuesday with
Oh
Oi
yeah,
game
Oh,
yeah. Kimura, he blundered in time
in
pressure.
Byoyomi, yeah.
They still only get 1 minute. It's not a lot, especially when you've played such a slow-paced game to that point.
Well, technically he blundered twice because he blundered once to get it to equal and then he blundered again to make it good for Fujii.
That must have really hurt.
Yeah, you could see him almost tearing up after the game.
Yeah, it was a little hard to watch the post-game analysis because he
But
looked
I
like he
mean,
just wanted to run away. I would too.
that's part of the game, I mean.
Oh my
And
god.
this
EA, it's in the game.
Oh,
My brain
I
just thought of that, and I'm like face bombing it myself.
don't get it.
it's a video game company.
Yeah, I
So
know, but what does it? I don't get it.
Yeah. So you're saying it's
Because
part of the game?
it's part of the game. EA is the game.
You're saying that it's part of the game, and then I got reminded of like EA's slogan, "It's in the game," and I'm like, no.
Get it? Okay. It's like this whisper voice. Yeah, it's the
Oh god.
game. I completely forgot about what I was supposed to say right now, but
Yeah.
oh yeah,
But
that
with
Shogi
like,
is about end game. So even if they have like equal game, what really decides the game is like the last moves. So this is what happened. Fuji just proved that he's master of any game.
it's nice to see that like with shogi, things can just like change on the drop of a hat. Like just like suddenly, like two blunders ends your whole game, and it's like okay, like the most unlikely situations can just like turn around. I think with like stuff like chess, you don't really see that often because like the pieces go off the board and the board gets like like really
Yeah,
sparse.
it's simple. Yeah,
yeah, in chess, often one blunder can decide the entire game.
you can see they went for the lunch break now.
Yeah. I like Fuji's just like slowly like backing away, like still like stealing glances at the board.
Yeah, that's what I do too.
Meanwhile,
Because you wanna
Watanabe just
think about
leaves.
okay, I'll be right back. Hopefully, I'll get back in time to see the food.
it. Okay.
I'm sorry, what were you gonna say? Because you wanna what?
When you peek on the board before leaving the room the last time is to so that you remember the position and then you think of it while you're
During
eating.
lunch. Okay.
Ugh, advertisements.
I remember like when I find what's this? Somebody messaged me. No, why are people wanting me to play? I want to look at the match. Okay. I remember when like the movie Satoshi no Station like came into my feed, and I tried looking for it everywhere. I can't find it, so I ended
Mhm.
up like watching it and like pausing every time I didn't know a word.
Oh god, it's a lot
So
of work.
yeah, that's a lot of work,
I
but it
actually,
was worth it.
I actually like was interviewed about the video, and I was lucky enough to get like this version with subtitles, English subtitles.
Oh, how nice. Oh God.
Yeah, that exists. I don't know why they don't like promote it more, therefore.
Yeah, even with stuff like Sangatsu no Ryan, which is pretty popular overseas, like the anime, but the movie they just like did. It's like the movie doesn't exist overseas, and it's super weird to me. Like with this big series, uh, with all the budget and making it, why don't they just like spread
Yeah.
it everywhere?
Maybe the fact that they expect to lose money on it?
Uh,
Or like it's
if
troublesome? Or like, why would we do a movie about Shogi Abroad when nobody knows that game anyway?
yeah, but the anime did well.
Ah, the anime.
The anime and the manga did super well. They have English subtitles, English translations, all that stuff, even English dubs. But the movie just doesn't get the same level of treatment.
I see.
Meanwhile, movies like Chihaya Furu, which is Kyogi Karuta, which is even more obscure in my opinion, it gets an English subtitle.
Maybe it's the management problem.
Yeah,
Like honestly, if Shogi Renmei would like to promote Shogi more and more, I think they would be able to do a lot.
yeah,
But there is some, I don't know why. Maybe they just don't want it. Maybe they don't need it.
Hmm.
Like in Japan, sometimes you don't see this typical capitalistic greed. Like, yeah, we should do more. We should make sequel. We should promote it more, and it becomes this stagnated. It becomes a stagnation, right? So,
Yeah. I'm thinking a more pessimistic view would be like they're afraid that shogi would become something like Go. Well,
mm-hmm.
like Go is uh like China, Korea, and Japan are known for Go, right? I think they don't want shogi to leave the image of Japan. They want
But
when people see shogi, they think of Japan.
yeah, so
Because if
that's
you
the
have movies
problem.
like like what?
I think that's the problem in this way of thinking because if you do not do anything, this is what it's gonna become. It's gonna be Japan is gonna be outside of influence again, right? And other countries will adopt shogi better. While if Japan would promote shogi and become the center of the influence, it would have
Yeah,
stronger position, I believe. But yeah, who knows?
I'm thinking
I
that
don't think
maybe
they are thinking this deeply. Actually, I don't think they're like even considering this as an.
yeah, What I'm thinking is like they want to promote it, but they don't want to promote it too much. If they promote it too much, like stronger overseas players will pop up
No,
and
honestly, I
eventually
think they
start
just want to
defeating Japan.
promote it in Japan because it's tested, because it's beneficial, and because it's easy.
Yeah, in Japan it's pretty easy. Like in Japan, they go almost full force, but with overseas they're just like, we're keeping this a bit slow because I
Uh,
think they're afraid of like super
Jean,
strong foreign players just
Well,
coming to Japan and
I think
taking
foreign
everything.
players are going to have more interest over time anyway,
yeah,
particularly as many people are bound in the home right now. Um,
Yeah.
yeah, I think this is only going to grow online and around the world. So yeah,
hmm
it's just a question if Japan wants to be part of that, and I'm sure they do.
Yeah. I'm really thankful to Nintendo actually because like they included like shogi in the Clubhouse games and like a lot of people are getting like mainstream access to it.
I just
Like
realized
usually, oh,
yeah,
huh?
I just realized I'm way more pessimistic than you guys about this.
I'm like with uh with with the Nintendo game right now. It's like most people when they ask me like where do I play shogi, I either answer on the over the board or on 81 Dojo. And people ask like, do I need to make an account and stuff like it like that? And people just go lazy and like, yeah, I don't want to do it, right? But with like Nintendo games, like it's not a single shogi game. It has like a lot of games. It has like a
Hmm.
lot of pull to it, and they can like easily access it among other games that they also want to play, which is
Yeah,
like
it
a really
makes it
nice
more
idea in my
popular.
opinion. Yeah,
Yeah, because we have to differentiate between people like us, no matter strong or weak, but like shogi crazy fans
yeah,
who are willing to make the icon sit every day. But
yeah,
what we need is this base of more casual players, right?
yeah,
So this is what Nintendo is doing right.
yeah,
And there is a terminology in Japan called shogi fan, which is a person that not actually plays but watches the title matches, get excited when Fujii orders orange juice.
yeah,
Uh, so similarly to me when I don't play chess, but I get excited to hear that Magnus didn't lose a game through the whole year or something like that. So we need this
yeah,
kind of fan base in shogi world as well, but creating this is pretty tough, right?
yeah,
And this is what I think you guys do great. Like you also Twitch about shogi, and therefore more people will be able to hear about shogi. Like my streams, honestly, are very difficult. Right? They're like advanced level explanation. Road to Shodan is way too difficult. I admit.
hmm
Uh, but you guys also do it well by showing it from your perspective and make
yeah,
it more interesting for the normal Twitch viewers, right? Not shogi crazy viewers.
yeah.
And that's something I honestly cannot do myself.
I think like Nyrox like doing a really good job
Yeah.
because he's not a high Q player, right? He's about the same as me in terms of skill, but he has personality. So people come to his stream for his personality, but they stay because like the game is like relatable. Like
Yeah,
it's
that
not like super deep analysis. It's just a dude having fun with shogi.
yeah, exactly. It's amazing. Honestly, I'm kind of jealous of the way he does it, but yeah, I just cannot do it. It's just something that's uniqueness that he has. I just cannot copy that.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I'm glad that he is there and he's streaming, and it's also fun for me to watch actually. So
yeah. One more thing that might sound bad, but I'm really thankful for
yeah,
is like this Corona situation allowing more and more competitions and like activity in the shogi community.
Yeah, I know, right? It connected the international world somehow.
Yeah, like the Summer Wolf tournament done by Shogi Colombia in Mexico. It has 49 players
Ooh,
playing round robin for 3 months.
I don't
It's
know how they
crazy. It's
do it.
amazing.
Yeah.
It's
You heard
so
about
amazing.
my
Huh?
Shodan tour also have like 43 people, and I was expecting
Yeah.
like, okay, there will be 20, I would be happy, and this number just doubled. So
Yeah. Yeah,
the
and my
only
tournament,
thing that casual fan base might think is that the games are a bit too long to watch. Jean says on the chat. Yeah, I like the title matches, surely, but the
I
casual.
was like, Destiny. Oh my god, with the burns.
Well, this is also part of the casual play, right? You just play. We also played 10-second Shogi on my stream last time, right? I said, do not overanalyze. It's 10-second Shogi. Sometimes you just have to let it go and have fun.
Yeah.
Oh, they are reviewing the game from the beginning on the Abema right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you
One
said
thing
you
I'm
just have to let it go and just enjoy the 10-second shogi, but yeah, no, I did tilt over my game afterward and just tried to understand like exactly what happened, because there still is a lot to learn.
Because you're the more hardcore player, right?
Yes.
Yeah, more casual players would just like gloss over it.
Yeah. Whereas I want to understand.
Yeah, that means you have the, how to say it more like in epic voice. I forgot the word, but you are destined to become strong. Or whatever. Yeah.
I'm also
Because
surprised that with yeah, sorry.
that's what pros have in common is to hate to lose, basically. Yeah, that's all I wanted to say.
Yeah. I'm also surprised that my tournament got like pretty good numbers too. We have like 16 players right now, and the registration has been open for like what 10 days. 16 players. That's like a lot in like Shogi Indonesia history.
Well, that's amazing. Toad, did you win the game?
Yeah, I won today's game. I tried to submit my result and I'm struggling
Um,
submitting it.
I'm gonna correct it for you then.
Thank you.
You just put an arrow up and it becomes one next to your name, kinda. I think I corrected it. You should put some Tsume Shogi on the screen so that we don't get bored.
Okay. Okay, I need to find where the Sume Shogi site was set. That was Play Shogi?
Yeah, the
PlayShogi.com.
Shogi name or playshogi.com.
Oh, PlayShogi has like is a bit weird. When it says 3 moves, it's not 3 like regular moves like in Sume. It's like 3 full moves, which is really odd in my opinion.
Also, it has some bugs yet.
I see.
Yeah.
Destiny is suggesting that I play Byoyomi Survival.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
that's fun. That's
Yeah, it's
fun.
fun.
We've got to do this. All right.
Do it. Wait, we don't see it on the screen, by the way.
Okay, I need to get the URL for this.
But playshogi.com.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Peer pressure on stream can be dangerous.
Yeah, this is going to be crazy.
I already solved it.
Huh?
All right. All right. Switch display. Okay, let's give this a shot.
You don't see it. Oh, okay. So you just click Beyond Survival.
Destiny said, "I want to know how much Shogi Harbor can get to."
Oh, I can show you.
Ah, yes, this would be much more
I
interesting.
think you've seen the statistics actually. Oh god, I already solved it like 7 times.
I am sorry.
So the only checkmate problem that this web page has, like this wrong answer, would be when there is this rook drop from far ahead, and there's like many inter.
What? That was wrong. What?
Yeah, that's wrong. The dragon comes up, and it's not a checkmate.
Oh yeah. Oh my god.
It was bishop to 2-1 or something.
Oh,
Oh, drawing the king up,
Yeah.
and then putting the gold down here. Okay.
so I did one session of some Sumo. What was it, last weekend, I think. That's about the extent of this kind of study that I've done. So, I'm not very fast at this.
It's fine, just do it at your pace. Do not read the chat because Destiny is spoilering.
So I'm looking at like putting a silver on 1-3 and 3-3, but like this silver covers that square.
I actually got
Yeah,
this
but-
one. Okay.
So you have to read what happens after he takes it.
Right, there's 2 ways that could be captured. Okay, so the easiest line is silver 3-3, silver takes silver, drop here. But if knight takes... Oh, then the knight's not covering this square anymore. Oh dear.
Huzzah, one.
What's the piece in this then?
I'm sorry, I
Rook.
have a rook.
Oh, the statistics are not working on the page actually.
Okay. What's this?
Oh, this one's easier. Come on. You got it.
The pressure.
Ah, okay. Yeah.
I stopped like 3 on my run right now. So,
Oh my god.
Huh. Wait,
so
this-
those problems, by the way, those problems get gradually harder as you go up.
Ah, okay.
Oh,
So wait.
but
there's
this
only,
one
like-
seems easier than the last.
Yeah, this one's much easier.
So I'm looking at this, and
Every
if he
third
takes, I
problem is
promote
something.
here. Wow. I've never seen this pattern before. That's cool.
Yeah. When you think that Suma is cool, it means you made a good job finding it.
Come on.
Oh, this is similar to the... Wait, what? I'm confused. Okay. That's this one is confusing.
Wait.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh, God.
Yeah.
Wake me up when the Suma hands. Oh, this is easy. Oh my god, this is so easy.
Wait.
Oh, this one's, yeah, this one's
Really?
super easy.
Okay.
What?
That you're not getting this one at a
What,
glance.
really? What? Okay. I mean, like, if you can't
think
get this
I
one,
have to
I don't know
report
what's
some
wrong with you.
problem. I will have to report something.
Well, this one's super easy too.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well, you just
your
placed the
time.
bishop,
Ah,
right?
ran out of time, yeah.
You put down the bishop, and then you put down the other bishop.
Mm-hmm.
Late, your time ran out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this is how this webpage works. You can try again. Your
Right.
score was 4. Now you can beat it. Your record.
Right. I was kind of joking. I don't actually see the solution here, but
Wait, what?
Bishop
Really?
drop 4-2, king 2-2, bishop drop 3-1.
oh. Oh. Okay. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah, so you will remember this pattern, and the next time you will see this similar problem, you're gonna do it faster. So this is how Yomi training is cool. You
Yes.
just come faster each time.
Right. There's many patterns to acquire, but
Yeah.
Okay, I click Byoyomi Survival. Alright, let's refresh this page. Alright. Nothing in hand.
Oh,
Oh, this one is difficult. Destiny is shouting again.
Lord, what the hell is this? Oh, God.
Wow.
This is the dragon.
Yeah.
So there is dragon on 2-1, silver 2-2, silver 1-3, railbird.
Well, virtually every move checks the king. Like, it's difficult to find a move that does not give check, so...
This is why silver are such a... Yep.
Ay, ay, ay. I don't want the king to run toward the center of the board.
Yep.
Over 1 million people watching the TV of the game now.
Yeah, 1.1 million. Oh, wow. So they're still talking about 2-6 knight.
Yeah. It's 4-4-5 night now.
Yeah.
Okay, vote. I'm gonna tell you the answer because this one is difficult.
Okay. Sorry.
It's silver promotion to 1-1.
Silver promote on 1-1. Okay.
And basically he has to take the silver and then you move the dragon to 1-2.
I'm thinking about this. And then the king goes to 1-4.
So in that case you can take the gold with the dragon actually.
Oh. Okay. Wow. That's tricky.
Oh, the food is here. Okay.
Oh, very good.
Special.
Where's my food? No.
Ooh,
Oh wow.
Watanabe's actually looks really good.
Wow. So there's the hamburg steak, which is tiny, but he also has like a regular piece of steak there. It looks like, yeah, it's a regular steak. I thought it was a pork chop for a
Piece
second.
of corn, I think, on the right side.
Yeah, a piece
Yeah.
of corn. It has this like tomato
And then
sauce on it.
zucchini. I don't think that's.
That's tomato.
I think,
I cannot believe how they zoom in on every piece of the plate.
yeah, they want to show the glossiness of the sauce.
Yes.
I like how Japanese food has like simple but good looking like presentation.
Like Japan has like this. Oh, this is Fuji's. Uh, culture of like restaurants and like
Yeah.
this. I don't know how to call it. Like you walk on the city and there are many restaurants and they're like shouting "Irashaimase," so everything
Yeah.
like is perfected there. The presentation, the
Yeah,
taste.
like service culture, right?
Like also, if you, for example, if you wanna be a chef in Tokyo, you have to work for many years.
Yeah, like washing
Also,
rice for
I
two
don't.
years.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. Oh God. Okay. So, um, Watanabe's food is like super refined. Meanwhile, Fuji's food is just like soul food. Like the type of food when you eat when it's like rainy outside and you just want to
Yes.
have like a comforting meal.
It's
So maybe he's
definitely heavier.
comforting.
Yeah, it's definitely
It's
heavier,
like you
but
want to calm down.
it's also higher in carbohydrates. So
Yeah.
Watanabe is almost all protein and fat, um,
Yeah.
and Fuji's rather is all carbohydrates.
Carbohydrates, yeah.
Fuji is going to win.
I would say on that the hamburg steak thing was good and it looked okay.
Oh no.
But it was just plain rice on the side, a very simple salad with like uh, vinaigrette dressing. So like the actual steak portion looked good, but the rest of it just sort of felt tacked on. Whereas
Yeah.
Fuji's is obviously
Yeah.
composed one pot meal. So I have to give a very slight advantage in both nutrition and like edibility. Like on one hand, Watanabe's wins plating. It was plated more beautifully than the udon.
Yeah.
But in the other two categories, in terms of like nutrition for sustaining yourself for the rest of the match, and for like what I would like to eat personally,
Yeah.
I have to give it to Fuji in terms of this. So not a decisive victory in food like he has had before, but pretty good nonetheless.
Yeah.
To hire you as my coach.
Yeah, do it.
and, and Fuji's meal has miso in it, right? Like it's a miso based broth, which is I think would be way more nutritious than the plain like meal that Watanabe is having. My guess is
both
that
of them are-
Watanabe probably wanted to eat meat, and that was like the best option for like all meat
There's
there
certainly
is.
a meat lovers set there. Um, that was certainly the Japanese businessman who likes to eat
Yeah,
meat for sure.
yeah. Like my image is like, oh, I want to eat meat. I want to eat something like I could really chew on. and then on the menu there's just this special hamburg steak. Sure, whatever. Just get that to fulfill the meat desire.
Yeah, it's possible. Yeah. Too late. I solved it, Toad.
But still, I would choose Fuji's meal any day, man. That looks so delicious.
So yeah, the nutrition side of things as well. In terms of fiber, there's actually very little in that udon. There was some looked like pickles in there, like pickled vegetables, but I couldn't really
Yeah.
identify with the photo that they had. But what was also
Miso
nice
udon.
for what was also nice for Watanabe's meal was that it contained more fiber. So
I only
Yeah.
now realize that I also should be eating lunch. Be ready?
too late. I solved it. Too. This one is easy. You should get this one.
It is nice how these are supposed to get progressively easier if I keep failing them.
This one got progressively easier. In a real game, you would play this without second thought. Although there is one little tricky part to it, I guess.
Still gonna figure this out.
You've got 1 second.
Yeah, no, my timer's expired. Like, clearly the only checking move is to move this.
Yeah.
Somewhere.
Okay.
Oh, I've...
I think it's silver to, like silver to the right, like right down.
Yeah, no,
What am I?
That's only half of the answer.
I mean, it's...
Yeah.
This has to be
And then-
it, otherwise the... No.
The rook to a8. Sorry, a2.
Okay, so I got this incorrect.
Nope.
Unpromoted. So
Oh,
control click.
unpromoted. Right, yeah. I have to control click to not promote. Okay, yeah. But this is still the correct place to put it. It just can't promote it there.
Mm-hmm.
Like unpromoted, so it avoids the king escaping.
Right. Yeah, no, that makes sense.
And the final blow would be like the rook to a2, and it's
Right.
over.
No, that makes sense, yeah.
To escape, even if you do promote, you have to be careful about what piece you place on there. Because if you block with a lance, it's actually still a checkmate, but it takes longer.
Yeah.
Or, well, no, here you have to run right away. So I guess you don't. No, you don't need to interpost. You just run.
Right,
King,
right.
King
Yeah.
9-3.
Huh. This is not a nice warm-up.
Oh, this one's easy. Come on.
So...
There's only like 3 checks you can do.
Yeah, that's true. So where I started, the first move I looked at was gold 1-1, and then if the king takes, then silver drop, and the king runs out. So that does not look correct. Second, I'm looking at like silver drop here, and if gold takes, then there's crazy stuff, but I don't think that's right either.
Silver drop.
Late,
Silver
I
drop.
already solved it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm sorry,
Is
I
it-
didn't say it, but this one was at a glance.
Is the first move a silver?
I mean,
I
I could
feel
also
like
promote the knight.
I'll
I'm
tell you
thinking a
afterwards.
silver.
So telling you, those sumeshigi usually have the first move that's the most crazy one. You don't have to think about the normal moves.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
because it's sume 3, all you have to do is drop, drop.
Yes, right.
Yeah, I'm thinking I already got it, but I don't want to say it. Uh, that yeah.
So think of it this way. If you go king to 2-3, you would want to drop the gold to 1-4.
Yeah, go. Yeah.
How do you force the king to go there?
If the
Oh,
king goes
wow.
to. Oh wait. Yeah.
Okay, but yeah, to force the king to go to 2-3, I'd drop the silver on 1-3, the king would go there, I'd drop here, but
What?
if I drop
Okay,
this...
what about the other square for the silver?
Uh,
Like this square?
No.
yeah.
Uh,
Remember, you gotta check.
Like that square.
So
Yep.
if the king goes to sorry, yeah, 2-1. Gold on 1-1, right?
oh, yeah, you're right. So yeah, I missed that the gold 1-1 would be made it there. Okay.
1-1
So,
is
yeah,
covered by the knight, guys.
right.
No, I mean like to like made it like go there so that it ends.
Yeah.
Yeah, come on.
Yep. Okay.
Uh-huh. And there's only one. Yep.
There you go.
Well, I have a lance,
Uh,
and the only way I could
what
make
is
good use of a lance is with checking the king.
I don't like looking at this.
This is a tricky one that teaches you to drop pieces from far away.
Yeah, so like my
It
first reaction
does.
was I dropped the
That's
lance, I
hilarious.
dropped the bishop, and then like something like this. Uh, am I
Yeah.
missing something? No, I think that's it.
Yeah, this one's pretty simple too. But you can get it wrong if you try and
Access to go to
check
distance.
closely.
No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Ah!
Oh, sorry.
Oh. No.
2-2
Still
is the
pondering.
answer.
Yeah.
If you drop it to
Ah,
3-5, they're
Yeah.
gonna be a middle big locking piece.
yeah,
So let's say pawn drop, bishop takes, kings run away
yeah.
because the bishop is unpromoted.
This
Oh.
one's funny too.
Oh, that's interesting.
Too late, I solved it.
Oh, what? Eh?
You have to think like a sume shogi puzzle on this one. It makes it much easier.
This goes down on.
Your time run out.
Yes.
Yeah.
My Abema is just like glitching all out.
Wait.
1.2 million viewers, man.
Yeah,
Wow.
maybe I can rook drop?
Yeah, that seems like a good idea.
Yeah.
Mm.
I didn't try Destiny.
Oh. Did not see that, but
That's good, that's good.
Yeah. Okay,
and then
it's done.
this.
Now
Maiden
don't screw
one.
up the maiden one, yeah.
All right, should I keep trying survival or something else or what?
You can do.
We're still on
You're getting faster.
Okay. Yeah, we'll try again.
My computer is like being super undecisive about the next move of the game. It's it's abandoned the silver 5/5. And now it's leaning really strongly towards knight to 4 or 5.
Mm.
Wait, I think I've seen this one before. No.
Oh.
Oh, no, this one's. There's only really one way to do it.
Wait.
Yeah.
I got one. All right.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, wait, no.
This one's funny.
So the first thing I look at is rook drop, king takes, this check. Oh, that can't take. Okay.
There you go. You're getting better.
Huh. Wait.
Also kind of funny. You need to read out 2 different lines here.
That's interesting. That's cute. Oh, okay.
I'm gonna stretch a bit, take a stretching break. Oh my god.
So many pieces on
what
the
is
board.
this?
I know, right?
3 knights. Okay.
I stopped the king from going to 5-3.
No, for free.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's already covered. Okay. So,
Yeah,
yeah.
4-3 is the problem square.
Yeah. Right. It's like the crazy. Well, eventually, at some point in the sequence, this move is getting played.
Okay,
Otherwise, these
I
pieces don't
think
belong
I
on the board.
see it.
I didn't see this one at a glance. Don't just play a move. Read it.
This is more like chess.
Yes. Yeah.
Right? Because there's no pieces to drop.
I could use a piece to drop. Like, first thing I look at is the sacrifice, because it's the crazy move. But I'm not seeing all the follow-ups just yet.
You don't need to sacrifice in this problem.
Oh. That's okay. I messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I think I've seen this one.
Yeah, we all saw this one earlier.
1-1. Yep.
Yes.
And then we were saying
Ah, time out. Time out.
time up.
And that's also wrong. You forgot to control click.
No, it's correct.
Wait,
No,
what?
yeah, no. You need
Oh
to.
yeah. Oh
Okay,
my
now
god.
I
Yeah,
see
yeah.
it. Yeah, the dragon mate here. Okay.
Yeah, sorry. I forgot that it's on 1-2 instead of 2-2.
By the way, do you guys realize how to unpromote the piece?
That's like the hold the control key, but I can't
Okay,
remember.
okay.
I can never remember to do
It's
that.
it's really confusing, yeah.
When you said unpromote, I thought like after dropping it just to unpromote it, and I'm like, what?
Yeah, you just flip it upside down. Okay, I have a token.
I'm sorry, can I make this comment?
Yeah.
Sure.
I solved that sume and I was like, he is probably considering where her pieces are moving. And then this second you said, right, so I have a token, and I'm like, oh no.
It's sometimes tricky to like. I can't see whether the piece is oriented right side up or upside down here, so I
Oh,
have
I
to
see.
recognize the character on the piece.
I can relate to that actually.
Oh wait, no. Oh no.
I think I see. Well, there might be a faster combination.
Uh,
Sometimes remembering how the pieces move is the hard part. So yeah,
yeah.
It's fine, it's fine, take your
So
time.
like, why is this not it?
There is a piece drop.
I can capture. Oh, but okay, I see. Yeah, with a rook and a dragon, many things are possible, but this should not be like a mate in like 11 or something. This should be much simpler.
You need to sacrifice something.
Yes. Like, yeah, I have the two candidates that both want to sacrifice on this square. Um,
Wait, we have llama and alpaca in our chat.
Indeed.
Yep.
Okay, I will also try the Yomi survival.
Yeah.
Thanks to there being a fork emote on Nyrok, I can finally make a Cthulhu fork.
Ooh, nice.
Wait, I'm trying to beat the record of Tsumeshogi.
Yeah, that sounds exciting. That sounds much more exciting than my attempts. Although, to some people, this is a new experience, just watching a beginner do sume.
Too late, I solved it, son.
These are... All four of these are my... Okay. Wait.
I got stuck. I got unstuck.
Oh, this is easy. Okay.
Huh. That's strange.
I got 17.
What? How much?
17.
Oh my god. Okay.
I'm curious what the hardest puzzles look like.
Like the one somebody posted a little bit before. Oh my god, Cthulhu fork.
You just realized it.
No, I was doing Tsume Shogi, so I couldn't watch, but now I realize it's instead of face, it has a fork. Where is the leaderboard, Destiny? I mean, technically, this webpage has statistics which should be working. They are not. Oh, what's his name? Lama Lord. Cool. Which country is he from? I never thought about who created Shogi Hall. Oh. Epic. Where is the leaderboard, Destiny? Oh, and this toad, this is the most basic one. If you don't do it in 5 seconds, I will be disappointed. You did, so that's good.
Yeah, this was good.
So the game restart in 1 minute.
Okay. Guess this will be my last
They are
survival.
joking that Fujii looks like he's about to play, but it's Watanabe's turn. So there won't be any evening break.
Oh, this is clever.
So they restarted the match.
Okay.
The word he used, Jikan ni narimashita, which means the time has come.
Yeah, I'll finish
That
this very
sounds like that's
soon.
what it needs to be. The time has come.
Yep. By the way, this shogi that you're solving right now is from the book of Urano Sensei, and it's good to solve the whole book in particular amount of minutes every day until you remember the pattern.
Oh, wow. That's
Like
interesting.
3 moves in a book, you should be able to finish it in like 10 to 15 minutes. The 200 problems.
Is it the books with like bright colors and
Yes,
like
yes,
the giant
yes.
numbers?
My Shogi handbook.
The one you like recommended for me to buy last time I went.
I recommend it to everybody. Yeah,
How many
I have.
times? How many minutes is the five move one supposed to be done in?
If you are quick, then 15, but I guess slowly would be 20. And of course, if you solve it the first time, it's like very long, so don't worry. But
Yeah.
each time you get faster. And like super quick people would be 15. I can check how long I think I have written down my last attempt on the book.
It's interesting to see how when people go out of the room, they bow.
They bow also toward the viewer. So I managed to solve it 17, then 12, then 14, then 11 minutes, but closer to 12 minutes.
Wow, 12. Wow. Oh God. Okay.
But it's like, every day the same problem for a week, and then you just
Yeah.
like, oh, I did it
Uh-huh.
yesterday.
Mhm. I already solved it. So... Well,
What is
too late. I already solved it.
I mean,
Uh,
it's difficult when you do it the first time, so
Yeah. The second time
so
around, you kinda remember it, kinda not, but
I
after
think
that, it's just
at this point I think
silly.
I've rejected every move other than this pawn move. Um, hmm.
he just sacrifice 2 pieces.
Like one thing I did look at was sacrificing here on 1-3.
Think about the smallest piece.
Oh. So the smallest sacrifice would be the pawn here, but okay, pawn take or pawn here, knight takes, gold drop.
My pawn said spicy caterpillar is Ray Robson's alt account on chess.com. Spicy caterpillar is such a nice name. Like it's a really good name in my opinion because you don't really associate like spicy and caterpillar together. My God, why can't I say? Uh,
I had problem with the word re-rolling yesterday, so I can read it. Being in Japan, you just forget how to say r.
gonna give like a quick testament to how like the shogi community and like Road to Shodan and like your Sunday streams are very helpful to low Q players. Uh,
How
when I
did you
started
test
watching again, huh?
it? You mean test it, or is it
Test,
helpful? I
test, uh, like a promotion. Let's just say it's a promotion for your stream, like a testament to how good it is for early Q players. So before I started watching your streams again, I was stuck at 11Q for so long, just like constant losing. You're stuck at that level for so long. And then by watching Road to Showdown, by watching your streams, I steadily like raised my rating bit by bit.
People
even
send your
though I
people
didn't
to
have
to
much
showdown.
practice.
Send your people to road to showdown to be roasted and get promoted. This is what Nibih is saying.
Yeah, that roast the showdown episode was super good in my opinion. I mean, like you get so much information on like the bad habits you do and stuff, and like basic knowledge that you should really know, but you don't. Uh, just in that one episode, I learned so much.
Thank you. I always think I talk too much, but so they
It's
played Night
better
Drop.
to talk a lot. So
Wait,
night drop
my vote.
to 8, 8 to 6. I mean, is it played or is it just
Yes.
discussed?
Wait, let me double check. I think they said in Japanese that it was played, but they're not showing the board.
Yeah, it'll be confirmed when the board is shown.
Yes, they played the night now.
Oh my god. Okay.
By the way, Toad, what time is it
So it's
at where
played.
you are?
It's played. Okay, so computer says the computer's not responding. Okay.
Toad,
Yes.
what time is it there?
Oh, where I'm at?
Yep.
Probably 11 p.m.
Yeah, 11 p.m.
Okay, still okay.
It's 11 a.m. here and I haven't slept for 11 hours. Yeah.
Go to sleep, Nibih.
Hey, I woke up, actually not 11 hours. I woke up at like 8 p.m.
That's reasonable.
8 p.m. So, 4 plus 11, so 15 hours. I'm waiting for my lunch to
Wait,
come. After I eat,
PM?
I'll go to sleep.
Are you like night raccoon type of? That would explain your profile picture, but
Yeah, so my sleep schedule got flipped.
is it because of work?
A combination of a few different things.
Remember, health is the most important.
This is true.
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
my plan
I still
is.
get enough sleep. Just that the sleep time, like moves bit by bit every day, like 1 or 2 hours later every day. That's why I couldn't catch the game stream last time. Yeah. What? No, what? Huh?
Yeah, my plan is going to be here for maybe 1 or 2 more hours, and that's about the most I can manage.
Got it. I mean, in that case, I will be able to like start my stream. So I just wonder, I just making sure that you don't do anything too much.
Yeah, thank you.
I am. I think you mentioned you are stubborn. Was it you that mentioned it?
Yes.
So I can understand how we stubborn people are able to sit until late in the night just because we want to and like stream the whole thing.
Yes, yeah.
So I'm not gonna let you do that.
Okay, fair enough.
One
I'm
time,
making tea.
one time I was so determined to watch a Meijin Sen game from start to finish, like the entirety of it, both days.
Oh god.
Yeah, I managed to do it, but I didn't do it for the next match because, yeah, I realized that it's not as fun as I thought it was.
Yeah, it's not necessary actually, right?
Like the first time around, like, oh sure, it's nice, but after that, you're just so worn out that you don't care what happens on the next match.
Yeah. Now imagine how the players feel.
Yeah, exactly. Just like, oh, I think that's why they have like week-long breaks.
No. Fuji has 2 title matches, so he has like 3 days
Yeah,
break.
Fujii has it matches, which is rough on him. But Watanabe has like a week-long break.
Yeah, yeah. Uh, unless he has other matches of other
Yeah,
tournaments.
but it's
Pros
not
are
like
really busy.
super heavy. Uh, like not versus like the same person with the same amount of pressure.
Hi, Rico.
Hello.
Hello, Rico.
Oh,
We were just talking about sleep schedule.
Oh, what's that?
That's what's that?
I see. I missed some excitement while I was gone.
Is that a type of instrument? Is that a musical instrument?
My Abema TV is too loud now.
It just sometimes it just suddenly goes to max volume. I don't know why.
Yeah, I decided to not touch the volume and just do it in my Windows volume mixer.
Yeah, it seems like every time it goes to commercial, it resets the volume.
No, it also resets like randomly. I had it on minimum
Yeah,
and then it
randomly. Yeah.
jumps to like half.
Oh, strange. For me, it only changes when it goes to commercial.
Yeah, and especially commercials feel louder themselves. Wait, what they are talking about? I just missed completely what they were talking about because I was making tea.
They were talking about like the Knight 8-4 variation. Now they're talking about like where the gold on 3-4 should move.
Okay.
Uh, they covered on 2-5, 2-4, and a little bit on 4-4, but
I
yeah,
think the
they
4-4.
hmm?
Okay, so she said, yeah, one mistake and everything will be over quickly.
Yep.
That sounds like shogi.
Yeah, but like especially this type of opening when the king is like outside the castle.
So the computer, like my computer, is recommending not moving the gold, but instead attacking with knight to 5-4, forking the silvers.
Go out right now.
Or-
Interesting.
They were actually briefly discussing that in the
That
break while we were playing Sumo Shogis.
Yeah, interesting.
and
Like the gold.
yeah,
So what happens after the gold is taken? You
so,
take the
so
silver or do you retake?
okay, uh, so knight 5-4, and then silver, the level. Hold on, which one is this? My eyes. The silver from 4-6 goes to 5-5, and then knight
No, the
6-6.
other one, Shymon.
Yeah.
4-6. Yeah, that this wasn't what they were discussing. I just played it the other way without thinking. Okay, 4-6.
Yeah, Nibih.
I'm a bit lost on what which we're talking, which
Yeah,
variation we're
we're
talking.
talking about night drop, and then the silver escapes, right?
Night drop, night drop.
Yeah, knight
Isn't it
2-6.
what your computer was saying?
Oh,
Yes.
night drop 5-4.
Yeah,
Yes.
And night drop 5-4, and then the right silver 5-5.
yeah,
6-6 knight,
yes.
and then bishop takes.
Okay.
Uh, oh, changed. Something changed. So something changed. Okay, now now it wants to do the gold move again. Oh my god, what is
Yeah, I
going on?
mean, this also looked kind of reasonable, but you get
Yeah,
piece advantage, but center would get a knight. So the question is, do you really want to give the knight to center,
yeah,
right? Because the god will have to eventually escape for you to keep the material advantage.
like
So it's better to escape before that, I assume.
uh-huh. Now, after reading a bit deeper, the computer is recommending either 4 gold or 2 gold, which I'm a bit confused because they concluded that 2 gold was not the best
Yeah.
because a pawn on 2 5 would just bring the gold forward.
Yeah, so basically it will come to the variation they showed, which is gold
Yeah.
4 silver 5 from the left,
Uh-huh.
possibly.
Okay. 4 gold, 5 silver, same silver, same silver. Oh my god. Okay.
With you so far?
Is the one on the demo board the latest moves? Like the plate?
No, this is a little bit. This is in the future. This is with your computer.
Variation? Okay.
This was night drop gold 4 silver 5 silver takes.
Yeah, silver
How do
5
I
5 silver.
turn off the
Silver.
notification sound on Discord?
Oh, you enable streamer mode, believe it or not.
Oh, how do I do that?
It's under settings somewhere.
I got it, got it.
Or you just open OBS and it
Yeah,
automatically
that
does it.
also works, I agree. But yeah, it was deafening me, the sound of notification when I raised the volume to hear your voices. It was like Nibih saying something, and it's like, did you? I'm like, Jesus.
uh, 4 5? What? 4 5. Oh my god, okay. Yeah,
It's 4 gold. Okay.
yeah, 5 gold, 3 4 pawn.
3 4 pawn.
3 4 pawn drop. Uh, 2 4 silver from 3 3.
Wow. Okay.
Uh, 7 9 king.
Really?
Why? Yeah,
There's no
I'm
way he's playing
confused.
7 king. Never in a million years.
Yeah, but I think that's just like that line's a bit too computer-ish, I think.
Yeah, I would assume you are drunk seeing that.
I'm willing to predict that Fujii plays 5 4 knight here.
Oh,
Fighting spirit.
yeah, he's kinda reading it deeply now, I think. Holding the. You can see his concentration right now.
Yeah. I think 4 gold is fine at the end of the day. But 5 4 knight is like the spirited move.
True.
Well, the 5/4 knight still gives advantage to Gote, even though not as much uh, as the 4/4 gold, but it's like an 80-point difference, which is not that big at this stage of the game.
The commentators commenting about his Fujita experience, that when he was the one to do Fujita, he slept well, but when his opponent did it, he was worried about what the opponent played, so he couldn't sleep.
So if you play the commentator in a 2-day game, remember to seal the move.
Yeah, so they're commenting that compared to the second game, Watanabe Sensei pushed the 9-6 pawn, which can be his way of changing the pace of the game, right?
Yeah.
So the Abima computer basically says that any reasonable move is good right now.
Yeah.
So they also comment that 9-6 pawn is actually protecting 9-5 knight drop.
Oh,
So maybe this is what it makes this variation playable.
one move that's really interesting that's on the
Yeah.
list of within 1% candidates is this 8-4 knight move.
They're gonna comment that 9-6 pawn and 1-4 pawn are played. Yeah, as compared to game 2, they weren't.
It looks like you put that knight on the wrong spot.
And the variation they're showing, there's 9-6 pawn push, pawn takes, pawn drop, gold takes, and then the 9-5 knight would be alive. So in the end game, right? And for Gote, because it's 1-4 pawn pushed, at some point he will be able to move the bishop on 1 free square. Well, for now it's blocked by the 3-5 pawn, but maybe in the future there will be this pattern. And they're saying it's way, way in the future, but yeah. And the question now in this position is, do we escape the gold or attack like the knight drop? How long do you think they will think?
A long time.
Yeah, this is what he said, basically.
I think Fujii definitely wants to attack.
Yeah.
He's probably just making sure that it's safe to use that gold.
Well, like I said, the computer first choice is this 5-4 knight, but it also says this 8-4, 8-6 knight is quite okay as well.
Oh.
Yeah, but
That's
not as
even more aggressive.
So this was minus 1% on Abima's computer. I assume if takes. Now instead of pushing this up and dropping it to 8-7, it's already planted on 8-6. But you've given a knight away.
Yeah.
I know I've
I
seen
mean,
this tactic before used against me whenever I play Aguro Attack Castle.
yeah, this usually is like more like endgame type of attack.
I was surprised to see it in the move list as well, but the computer thinks it's okay. I really
Yeah,
think
it's interesting.
I think Fujii will. I think he's trying to convince himself that 5/4 is 5/4 knight is going to be
Yeah.
okay.
The
So
moving the
it's-
gold is like allowing Santa to do whatever he wants, basically.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Although it
because
makes a certain amount of sense. I mean, you could view it as like, okay, well, Sente has now forced you to cover this 5/5 square. That's so critical, even more.
Yeah.
So, you could justify it to yourself by, it's like, no, I'm not just making a passive move. I'm actually still fighting for control of the square.
Yeah, but there's too many pieces over there, possibly.
Yeah, it kind of goes against the spirit of double static grip, though.
Yeah,
Kind of like being passive and waiting for the attack makes sense in an opposition game, but not so
Yeah.
much when you're both attacking at the same time.
yeah, this is the concept which is called in shogi double attack, mutual attack. So also the fact that you move the gold means like Santa was able to place the knight for like free. So the question is, do we allow that or do we counter that? But of course, if we counter that, it means we're gonna lose material. So that's everything Fuji has to reconsider.
okay, so each level deeper the computer analyzes, the recommended move switches every time. So right now, it's recommending 5/4 knight, and any movement with the gold isn't even in the top three. It just recommends doing stuff with the knight,
I
either
see.
5/5 knight or 5/4 knight or 8/4 knight.
8/4 knight. Okay.
If still not the best, but 8/4, and then what bishop does what? 9/7 bishop. Huh?
What are you looking at?
Okay.
His computer line.
Yeah, I mean, I'm looking at the computer on his screen and it doesn't say bishop.
No. 9/7 bishop.
Maybe the stream is late. Because on my screen it's 5/4 knight. Your computer is saying,
Knight.
so.
There's like top three moves, right?
Yeah,
On the
5/4
bottom,
knight, 8/6 pawn, 8/4 knight, right?
or 8/4 knight,
There's no
right?
bishop in that.
No, on the 8/4 bishop, on the 8/4 knight.
Ah, the
Uh,
subvariation. 8/4 bishop,
yeah.
9/7. Sorry, 8/4 knight, 9/7 bishop. What is the target? Oh, to go for the 5/3 square. That makes sense. And escape the bishop early against 7/6 knight. That would make sense. So yeah, Abema TV is still the same. Oh.
Well, the engine I'm using is Yaneurao NNUE tournament version. It's kind of regarded as one of the most powerful engines right now. So it's gonna do pretty well in my opinion.